or you're going to catch it, or you're not. Okay, when you throw it, two or three things can happen. Two of them are bad.
Yeah, that's right.
So, how do you want to do? Are you going to stack the box and are you going to force him to throw it? I hope not. Okay,
that could hurt you too.
Are you going to drop out? Are you going to drop two more? Are you going to go man? You going to play man with man free or two over the top? How are you going to do it? I mean, if you don't double shanks, he's going to beat you. Nobody I've seen can cover him one-on-one.
No, absolutely not. And there's a couple on that can't be covered with a single guy.
No.
If you look out on the 40-yard line, Donnie, you will see the YMCA flag football program led by their fearless leader, youth sports director Justin Chappelle, a former Prattville Lion.
A former Prattville Cat.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of future Cats and Lions down there on that field.
No doubt about it. And this YMCA, the Prattville YMCA's flag football program is a new program to the city. We haven't had a flag football program before. Nope. I think they started it last year, and it has taken off like a rocket.
Yeah.
Like teaching these young kids the fundamentals of throwing, catching, handoff, run, how to hold it. These kids are 5, 6, 7 years old. Some of them 9, 10. Maybe it's not time to be busting heads yet.
I don't know. I think I see number 7 down there with a bow in her hair. So
you do. Co-ed league, and some of those girls can outrun the boys.
Hey, we had our first female playing with us this year at the junior high level, and
how about that too?
She did a great job this year.
Hartley McKay.
Really proud of old Hartley, and Hartley's a 3-sport athlete at the junior high. And, she plays football, she plays basketball, and then she plays soccer up at the high school. So, she's a good one, and there's some good ones right down there on that field, I'm sure.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The next Hartley McKay is probably out there somewhere.
Could be, or the next Cam Shanks.
Maybe so. But you got to love the Prattville YMCA and their innovative programming. And this flag football program is just the start of new programs you're going to see being put on through the Prattville YMCA, the biggest small-town YMCA in America. Why don't you check out the Prattville YMCA and see what they have to offer for your kids and your family. So much more than just a gym. So much more than a gym. And we can't just can't stand up about the good things they do over there.
Yep. All right, Will, let's do it. Keys to victory. We were pretty solid with them last week.
We were.
And man, we hit them all except for that special teams battle. I don't want to say we lost the special teams battle, but we did. They had the onside kick. They had the block punt. We didn't, we got hurt on those two plays right there. So
yeah.
We're going to win the special teams battle tonight.
Got to win it tonight, and also a fast start.
Yeah.
A fast start for Prattville. If they could put the start on tonight, they put on last week at Enterprise. Yeah. That's what this team needs tonight.
That's it.
We've got a hard stretch coming up ahead of us. We need to put this one away quickly, get a lot of reps from some newer guys in the second half. That's what we need to see on a homecoming night. That's what these fans have come to see. That's what we need to put on. In order for that to happen.
Those grandmas and all those people that come down here to watch their baby play.
Exactly.
And we need to have them in the game at least, third and fourth quarter. I think third down will be a big play like it was last week.
Yep.
No penalties. I think we did a great job getting off the field on third down last week on defense. The lack of personal foul penalties was unbelievable last week.
It was good to see, wasn't it?
It really was. I think Enterprise had more than we did. I think we had one, or maybe we didn't have any. I'd have to go back and look, but got to get off the field on third down, and we talked about somebody's got to step up and be a hero.
Absolutely. And we had heroes step up every week for the last 3 weeks. It was different guys every week.
Every week it's been a different guy. Last week, who would have thunk Luke Gordon was going to be that guy last week?
Mr. Lukely.
But I saw Luke last night. He was down there getting his award,
yep.
And I told him, I said, man, I'm so proud of you. You played your butt off last week. And he was like, oh, thanks, Coach, man. Learn from the best. I'm like, you didn't learn that from me.
Well, the captains are out for tonight for the coin toss. We've got Henry McDaniel, Sean Ennis, and Beatty Parker, along with Clayton Smith. And the Vols have won the toss. And
I'm going to have a hard time seeing their numbers tonight. I'm going to tell you now.
So I believe the Vols have won the toss, and I think they're going to receive. They haven't made the decision yet, but I believe that's what's happening here. Nope.
Oh.
The Lions will receive the opening kick.
So the Vols won the toss and they deferred?
I believe that's
I'm
the
guessing
case.
that's what happened.
I believe that is the
How about
case.
the way they got the lights all where everything's shining right down on the big city of Prattville?
Hey, credit Russ Sanders for this stuff. Russ Sanders is the only Musco certified trained light technician in this city, and he's put this one together. He's got a new touchdown light show he's put together for us tonight, and
Yeah.
I mean the lights are just a difference maker here.
It is. If you got people, if you haven't been down here and seen this, you need to come to a game. If for nothing else, just come and watch the light show.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just fun. It adds a whole new element.
It does. It's special.
As the Vols come out on the field to a chorus of boos from the Prattville faithful, and they're all whites with the yellow helmets and the gold and the green trim. And the Lions come out with their Cardinal jerseys with the gray pants, the red Power P helmets. The best looking combination I've seen in a while.
I like it.
And Donnie, a non-recyclable banner.
I'm totally missed that.
Well, for homecoming, they spiced it up. No recycled banner. They did the big butcher paper banner from the cheerleaders.
Yes.
Gotta love it.
I just wish I could have seen what it said now.
I'm sure it was hilarious.
But they turned the lights off and I couldn't see it.
Well, we are about ready to kick this thing off. We want to thank Coach's Q Barbecue for providing an excellent spread up here in the press box tonight. The white chicken and the corn casserole and the cookies, just absolutely fantastic. James Strickland, Coach's Q, 590-6126, or check him out on Facebook at Coach's Q. That's Q-U-E. For a website for ordering and catering, it's coachesq.com. Now let's pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Prattville Lions Football Network.
WDXX Selma Prattville, home of Larry Puckett Chevrolet. Prattville and Puckett, a winning combination.
Jose Martinez set to kick off for the Vols, going from our right to our left. For all you folks listening on 100.1 Dixie Country FM and watching it on the NFHS network tonight, we're glad you're listening in tonight. This is going to be a great night of football. Temperatures in the low 70s. And Martinez puts toe to leather. It's a short kick that's going to take a hop out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Lions will take over at the 45. Great starting field position for the Lions to begin this game. Probably the best thing to do right now is to kick it out of bounds if you're kicking it to the Lions.
I would think about it. But now I might be confused now. I thought number 2, was that 2 that kicked off?
Well, Jose Martinez is listed as the kicker.
Okay.
But it could very well not have been him because these numbers are not easy to pick up.
Would that have been Donald Harris, the athlete that kicked off?
I don't guess it would be much of a surprise if it was. I heard he drove the bus here too. Cam Richardson, 1st and 10 from the 35. Sends a man in motion and play action across the middle. He's got Shanks across the middle, and he's in the open field. Shanks 40, foot race, taken down at the 35-yard line. Great way to start. 30-yard pitch and catch from Richardson to Shanks, and the Lions are in business early.
Yeah, Blue comes in motion, gets a little shift, makes a safety move over. Shanks runs just a quick slant route, picks it up, and there he goes.
1st and 10 Lions now at the Vols 34-yard line. Just underway here in the opening quarter. Lions with a big play early on the opening snap. And here goes Richardson again. 3-receiver set. Play action to Parks. Rolling to that far side. He has his man complete. It's Seegers at the 30-yard line. He's down to the 29 and out of bounds along the Prattville boundary. Taken down by number 12. That is Quantavius Rogers.
Yeah, he is the safety, and he has pretty good wheels because he's the one that caught Shanks on the first play.
Yeah.
That was Colin Rogers coming out of his little sniffer spot, easy for me to say, and run a little quick out route.
2nd and 5 they go. Here's Richardson again on the give to Arrington. Arrington hitting the backfield, falls forward across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Maybe a half yard, and if not much else.
Got a little bit. Not much.
Big Christopher Moore, the senior linebacker of the 6'3", 228-pound senior linebacker, caught him in the backfield and wrestled him to the ground.
Yeah, that was one of those little stunts that we talked about earlier.
Yep.
And we didn't pick it up.
Third down 5 now for the Lions at the Vols' 29-yard line. 10:58 to go here in the opening quarter. Opening drive of the game. Richardson from the shotgun drops back to pass, looking downfield and fires it short to his release man Shanks, trying to get upfield. It won't get there. He's going to lose a yard back to 2 yards back to the 31-yard line. It'll set up 4th down and about 7 yards to go.
Yeah, Prattville trying to run a little slip screen over there, and Jeff Davis defenders played it well. Looks like we're going to go for it.
Yeah, it's a little too far for a field goal, a little too close for a punt. No man's land here on 4th and 8 for the Lions from the Vols' 32-yard line. Richardson's going to put 3 receivers to the far side and Shanks alone to the near side. He's got Parks flanking him to the right in the backfield. Play clock down to 12. Everybody checking their wrist for a fresh call. Yeah, what they're like now. And here is Richardson with the ball and dropping back to pass. Looking downfield to the short side, stepping up out of pressure. He's going to try to run for it. He has his first down and more. Richardson 15, 10. Richardson 5. Touchdown, Prattville. Cameron Richardson. Hey, it's not there. We just improvised.
He just zigzagged through everybody that was there. He read his blocks perfectly and just walked it in from 29, 30 yards out.
Well, that has got to be a defense's worst nightmare. You did everything right.
You had it. You had everybody covered, and then he just walks in. He picks you apart.
It's like a 12th man out there.
Oh, that was a pretty run.
Now Cam Neal's to hold as Garrett Wildman snaps it, and Montgomery kicks it away. And it's good with 9:57 to play in the opening quarter. Line 7, Vols 0. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
For well over 50 years, the river region has depended on Aero Pest Control, which has grown to be one of the largest and most respected pest control science leaders in the area. Pest control is a science that eliminates pests that invade and potentially damage your property. They use only the top-rated pest control products, including the Centricon termite colony elimination system. Aero Pest Control was built on customer service and satisfaction, and that's still #1 today. Call us 334-365-4610 and find out about mosquito control. Aero, your best shot for pest control.
Your Sport Clips MVP of the scoring drive was an 28-yard run by Cam Richardson into the end zone. Zigzag, left, right, circle button, triangle button into the end zone. No appointment needed at Sport Clips. The MVP treatment at Sport Clips includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and the legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway.
How about the DJ John over there?
DJ John Chambers over there, he is
rocking this place out on these scores and change of possession.
You got to love it. Montgomery kicks this one away, and this one's going to take a hop at the 35-yard line. It's on the ground, still on the ground, kicked around. It's loose, and Prattville has recovered it. Prattville recovers it at the 25-yard line. Who is that coming up with it over there?
I don't know.
It was a bunch of them diving on it,
but that thing hit the ground. He pooched it right over the second row. We had everybody there. Their kid had a chance to pick it up, mishandled it, and then we hit it. We kick it, and it
right
goes
in stride,
and it goes into one of their guys and then back to us.
Hey, if you're watching NFHS Network tonight, you'll see these new camera angles. I want to thank Will Reeder and the media group here at Prattville from Prattville High School in Millsbury put all this together. It's a great audio video system going on tonight. Here, 1st and 10 Lions from the 25 of the Vols. Richardson throwing it up into the end zone, and it is caught again. Touchdown, Prattville. Cam Shanks from Cam Richardson, and the Lions are on the board again with 9:44 to play.
Well, that's the fast start you talked about.
Ooh, baby, there it is.
That is that they're trying to play man coverage on it. I'm watching the replay up here. He just runs a little skinny post route right there. The safety does not get over to help. And look, boom, the safety picks the wrong guy.
They make it look easy out there. 13-zip your score as Montgomery on for the next point after. Wildman snaps, and Richardson holds, and Montgomery kicks, and the kick is true. Lions 14, Vols 0. And let's just stay right here, Donnie. That's 2 minutes and 16 seconds of football, and 14 points on the board.
Well, if we can we get the ball back right here, we will beat last week's record of 3 scores in about 7 minutes. So
yes, we will. Yes, we will. We want to give a big shout out to some people listening in tonight. You know, alumni weekend here at Prattville High School. The class of '82 listening and watching from Prattville Country Club tonight. That was a great group in '82. Included folks like Robbie Anderson, Johnny Brownell.
Yep.
Bart Bush, Kim Cox, and, of course, everybody's favorite, Chip Powell.
Yeah, those guys, Johnny Brownell and Chip Powell, were two of the meanest guys that I played against at Prattville High School. And I remember Chip and Johnny hit me one time, and I saw stars for about 3 days. They were bullies.
I don't believe that.
No, they were bullies.
Reed Montgomery.
Robbie Anderson
ready to kick it off. Reed Montgomery kicks it off, and this one's pooched again. And guess what? It's hopping around the 25-yard line. This time fielded by the Vols is Donald Harris, who picks it up, and he's got some room to run across the 35 to the 38-yard line. And there you see why you don't want to put it in Donald Harris's hands.
No, he just picked that up and went about 15, 20 yards and just got behind his blockers, and he was running.
So the Vols will get their first crack at offense tonight with 9:35 to play in the opening quarter. Already down a pair of scores to the Lions, 14-0.
So let's see if they're going to come out and just start slinging it.
Yeah.
So they like Coach Wallace said in the pregame show, they've got athletes that they can do that.
That's right. 1st and 10, go the Vols from their own 39-yard line. Their opening possession. They're going to flank 2 receivers out to the near side, none to the far, and give it up right up the middle. And there is room to run right there. The running back's got a crease, and he may go all the way. 30, 20, 15, 10, and down to the 7-yard line is
Donald Harris.
Number 2, Donald Harris.
That's him.
What was the scouting report? Do something about 2, right?
I believe the scouting report said you better find number 2 every time. Wow. That boy is fast.
He has got some serious skills back there.
He is fast.
1st and 10, 1st and goal Vols now from their own from the Lions' 7-yard line.
And that was just the inside zone, straight up, go.
Yep. As Jermaine picks it up and he gives it off. This time hit in the backfield as the running back at the 6-yard line and driven back hard. That's Quantavious Rogers on the carry. He gains a yard at most. Cottrey and company teaming up for the stop.
Not real sure how he got a yard out of that, because they had him picked up and 51, and they were carrying him backwards.
2nd and goal now for the Vols. Call it just inside the Lions' 7-yard line. 8:46 to play in the opening quarter. Lions up 14-0. Cashing in on the first 2 possessions of the game. And here is Simpson. Gives it off again. This time it is Harris with the ball, and he is met in the backfield and pushed back. Pushed back a good way right there, and nothing doing. That's actually Wendell Powell.
Wendell Powell. I wonder if he's kin to Chip.
It looks like it could be his brother.
And no, Chip is not that big.
Or that fast.
Yeah, that guy's 5'10", 215. The only way Chip Powell will get to 215 is if he put a 50-pound weight on.
Or maybe took a 50-pound weight off.
Yeah, he's getting a little chunky since he got married.
Right around the midsection there, starting to look like us. But he'll fix that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Well, it's deer season now. It's not shirtless season. Uh-oh, quick flag.
Flags down, false start called against the Vols. It'll make 3rd and 8 now, 3rd and 13. 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line for the Vols. And we watched them in the warm-ups, and there's not much of a kicking game to speak of with these guys. So and they got to be thinking 4-down territory.
I'm trying to figure out what happened, because they just broke the huddle.
Yeah.
And walked up, and then he threw the flag.
That's crazy. Well,
I
like how it worked out, though. Passing position and up for grabs in the end zone. This ball is incomplete. Intended for number 14, who's not on the active roster. We'll call him Jefferson. He just flies in for the games, you know.
That's him. All right. Now, they're going to kick a field goal here?
It's going to be 4th and goal now for the Vols from back at the 13-yard line. It was Cowling in coverage right there, and you got to give Tyrell Cowling some credit right there.
Great job by Tyrell.
Because he was given about 6 inches in height to that receiver.
Yep.
4th and goal for the Vols. They're going to let it go for it. Malcolm Simpson, the quarterback, lines up in the shotgun.
Now they got to call timeout, or they're fixing to get another penalty for an illegal substitution.
JD calls a timeout, and hey, Speaking of timeouts, if you have some time here in the next few days, you need to go by Prattville Farm Center. It's also going to have Prattville Farm Center is a huge supporter of Prattville Athletics. Feed, seed, farm, and garden, plus all the stuff you didn't even know you needed around the house, including yard stuff and the region's largest selection of horse tack. You know what horse tack is?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
It's like horse accessories.
It is. It's like accessories.
Yeah.
It's like the spurs and the let it go and all the cool stuff you need to ride a horse, saddles and whatnot.
Now, you only knew that from the Garth Brooks song, right?
That's true.
Spurs and
That's true. Boots and chaps and cowboy hats.
they got it all.
Spurs and Latigo. They even have stuff for decorating around
Hey,
for the fall.
Tammy needs to do a commercial about that.
She should.
She really does.
Balls break the huddle, 4th and goal
All right.
now from the 13.
Sports medicine girl better hurry up and get off the field.
She's going to get us a penalty. Simpson from the shotgun now. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 down on the near. I believe that is Harris in the backfield with him. Has a snap and drops back to pass. Lines blitz. He throws across the middle. This ball is intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, wow.
Plucked out of the air by Tyrell Cowling. Boy, another big play by Cowling. This time he comes away with the ball. 1st and 10 lines from the 20.
That was a great play by Tyrell. Had he not picked that ball off, it would have been a touchdown.
Well, you're absolutely true.
Because he, whoever the receiver was, number 11, I'm on the wrong side.
Johnny McCall.
Johnny. Okay. I see him now.
He was in position.
He was in position,
but so was Tyrell.
but Tyrell was in better position.
And speaking of the Cowlings, Anthony had a good game last night. Little Cowling.
Yep.
Little 7th grade Anthony Cowling. Young Tyrell. Had a great night. 1st and 10, Richardson from the shotgun gives it up to Parks, and Parks rumbles out to the 30-yard line, and he was a hair away from breaking it.
Yeah, he was fixing to run for a long way until either one of those fast safeties would have caught him. But, yeah, how about that? Big, huge shout-out to Mark Riddle and his team last night. Wrapped up an undefeated season
Yes,
with a big win over Auburn, the Auburn Baby Tigers.
And it was a pretty convincing win.
It really was.
2nd and 5 from the 25 go the Lions. Up 14-zip over the Vols with 7 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Cam Richardson leads the troops. The signal caller operates from the shotgun. He's got it, and he's going to give it up to Parks again, this time testing that left side, and it is nothing doing there.
Yeah. Okay, we're bringing KJ in motion again, back behind him. And one day I told Coach Moncrief, you got to pull that thing and let's go with it one time. So
today might be that day.
It could. I know there's a lot of stuff they don't want to show.
Right.
That you're kind of waiting for those other games. But if it gets to the point where they have to, and you're going to win the ball game, you're going to pull out whatever you got.
3rd and 4. Here comes Blue in motion again. Richardson has the snap, drops back to pass. Steps out of pressure, and he's under some duress, and he's going down at the 21-yard line.
That is the first time I've seen him go down with a single player to bring him down.
Correct. And it's a 4th down situation. That'll bring on Turner Walker to punt it away for the Lions with 5:55 and a moving clock here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, that was Wendell Powell, 5'11", 215 pounds.
Good-sized kid. But look at number 9 out there for the Vols. That is a big fella. Christopher Moore, linebacker, 6'3", 228. Turner Walker punts it away. Bobbled momentarily. But Walker gets a high, wobbly spiral punt that's fielded by the Vols at their own 47-yard line, where they'll take over. Find out about earning on your checking balance at myguardiancu.com. Guardian Credit Union is where you belong. Ask yourself about your checking account. Does it earn money for you? Only at Guardian Credit Union.
Every week.
Every week you're going to get an interest payment to your checking account from if it's with Guardian.
Right. They'll also loan you some money to buy a vehicle.
You know about that.
I do. I got Aaron Burnett's and Trip Burnett's and
thank you, Guardian.
Yeah, thank you, my children. Thank you. Dad thanks you. He didn't have to sign either one of them.
1st and 10 Vols from their own 47. Here's Simpson sending 23 in formation, and here is a play action pass, and Simpson rolls out. He's got his man set up for the screen. Could not hold on to it. Cottrey was in. He heard the footsteps of Tice Cottrey right behind him. Intended for number 23 Ty Anthony Elmore.
And I'm going to tell you what, I am glad that Ty Anthony did not catch that ball because he would have had a first down.
It was set up for him.
It was very set up, and Tice was a little late getting over there. I don't know that was Tice's responsibility from his defensive end position, but he saw it nonetheless, and he took off. I used your word. There you go.
2nd and 10 now for the Vols from their own 47. 5:26 clock stopped here in the first quarter. And now here's Simpson, and give off to Harris quite by accident. Harris has got some room trying to get to the edge, and he has the edge, bounces off tacklers, and he's in the open field again. Harris bobbles it momentarily and runs out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Boy, you'd think you got him wrapped up, and he shakes you off. Slippery.
That kid is special.
Yes, he is. He is one slippery back. And it is a first down for the Vols now at the line's 31-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a design play or if the quarterback just said, hey, you take it because there's 2 of them back here.
Yeah.
Because he just kind of like, I don't know, I thought he was going to block, and he just hands him the football.
He said, you got a better chance of getting out of this than me.
Than I do.
1st and 10 Vols from our 31-yard line. Lines up 14-zip. And now another timeout's going to have to be called as the Vols are discombobulated.
Yeah, I don't think they had the personnel in there that they wanted. They took a receiver out and brought in another offensive lineman.
While the timeout's happening on the field, we'll take a 30-second break up here in the booth, the Larry Puckett broadcast booth. We'll be right back. You're listening to Prattville Lions football. Prattville Lions.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
For the Vols from the line's 31-yard line, Malcolm Simpson operating from the shotgun. 1 receiver to either side. And there is a stoppage in play, and a flag is down. Is a flag down?
I don't know where the flag is.
No,
I think they
were
he
ready.
didn't blow it in.
Maybe they just weren't ready yet. I guess. Okay. Now we can play.
Let's go 1st and 10 again.
Let's try it again, fellas. Vols from the line's 31. Here is direct snap to Donald Harris, and he is snowed under in the backfield.
Luke.
There's 45.
There he is. That was going to be, there's his nickname.
Yeah, Cool Hand
Cool
Luke.
Hand Luke. That was going to be I guess it would have been a quarterback keeper now around the left side, because the whole left side, they overloaded the left side there. They brought in that other lineman, and every one of them just kind of dove at the Prattville defender's legs.
Now we're seeing Harris operating from the quarterback now, taking the direct snap. He's going to keep it again, and he is hit and still manages to slither forward to the original line of scrimmage. Hit about 3 yards deep in the backfield.
Yep. I tell you, him at quarterback might be the best thing for us.
Yeah. You can find him easy.
You can find him. You know where he's at. He's taking the snap.
Carmelo Smith finally brings him down. Still behind the original line of scrimmage at 31. It's going to be 3rd and 12 from the 33.
He is 2 is out, headed towards the 10 over there.
Simpson back in the game at quarterback. Ball's 3rd and 12. And trying to get Prattville to jump off sides. Play clock down to 3, now 2. Just do get the snap off, and Simpson hands it off to Rogers, going right up the middle, and he is hit and dropped at the 29-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 9. Cottrey on the stop right there, along with Fitz.
Well, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they have to go for it.
They're going to go for it. That is definitely outside of their kicker's range.
Clock on the move, 3:20 here in the opening quarter. 14-zip Lions on top of the Vols here on homecoming night, and what is a beautiful night for football. Simpson with a difficult situation now for the Vols. 4th down and 9 from our 30. He drops back to pass, looks downfield, fires it short, and this ball is skipped up to the receiver, incomplete, and we're going to get a roughing the passer.
A personal foul.
And the drive stays alive.
Yep.
Well, we hadn't seen that in a couple weeks,
and that's
there it was.
One thing that we talked about we can't do, especially when Donald Harris is over there in the medical tent. Now we're going to give him a chance to get back out on the field.
Yep. That's unfortunate because the drive was dead.
Yep, it was. It would have been Prattville's ball at about the 25, 26-yard line, I believe.
Yes, it would have been. As it is, it's going to be a first down for the Vols around our 20-yard line when they finally reset this. Well, it's actually going to be 1st and 10 at our 13-yard line.
Yeah.
Now, how do they call that? Because the penalty happened behind the line of scrimmage around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, well,
and even if it was from the original line of scrimmage, it wouldn't be the 13.
It wouldn't. It shouldn't be. But I know somebody's going to let me know, Ray.
1st and 10 Vols now on the penalty-aided first down at our 13-yard line. And here is a give to Powell. He's hit and he's dropped in the backfield.
Cool hand Luke.
Cool hand Luke again. It's going to be a loss back to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 11 now coming up for the Vols, almost 12 from right inside the 15-yard line of Prattville. 2:20 left here in the opening quarter. Lines up 14-0. And here's Simpson again. He's got Johnson in the backfield with him now. Receiver coming in motion, and he throws into the corner of the end zone looking for his big man, and he comes down with it. Can't come down with it because Cowling is all over him.
Was that Cowling?
It's Parrish out there on the other corner. Took out the Civil Southeast sign. They better put that back up.
Where is Jason Smith? Jason Smith, get over there and get that sign back up.
We want that sign back up.
All right, we still haven't seen Donald Harris come back in the game. He's standing over on the sideline, but I don't know if he's hurt or what. But
all right, 3rd down and a long 11 for the Vols from just inside the line's 15-yard line. Here is Simpson again. He wants to throw, throwing the same play again.
And there's your pass interference.
Yep. Zay was in front of him. I think he was pushed down. This might be offensive pass interference.
It could be.
I see Zay clapping his hands. This ought to be offensive pass interference, but you're looking for the most, the rarest call of them all right here.
Well, let's see.
Pass interference against the Vols is the call.
How about that, Will Barrett?
How about that?
I mean, normally Zay don't just fall down like that.
No, especially falling forward and have to put his hands down to stop him. There has to be a equal but opposite reaction to make him do that.
That's true. I think Newton came up with that, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Cam Newton.
So if we decline this penalty, it is 3rd down.
Or 4th down.
Or it's 4th down.
If you take it, it's 3rd down and 30. And they do decline it.
I'm going to decline that penalty and make them play 4th down from right there. I don't want to give them 2 more chances.
Oh, they may run the same play again.
I would.
Donald Harris now back in the game.
Nope. Is it? Yep, there he is.
Opelika trailing Smith Station 7-0 with 9:06 to go in the opening quarter. How about that?
Huh.
That would be a very good thing.
All right.
4th and 11 here for the Vols from the line's 15-yard line.
Harris.
And we've got a stoppage in play. Let's see what the call is here. We have a delay against the Vols.
Delay a game.
That makes it 4th down and 16 from just inside the 20-yard line of Prattville.
Well, Jeff Davis is very slow on their personnel changes. It's like they got so many different packages and different alignments right here.
Now we see Harris in the far slot. Simpson from the shotgun looking his direction and throwing, and it's incomplete at the 3-yard line.
Intended for Donald Harris.
And he was looking for Harris all the way.
Yep. So big stand by
Sam Payne right there on him.
Yeah, big defensive stand by the defense after that terrible play we made on 3rd down.
Well, they made up for it, though. The Lions bring the offense back out on the field with 1:53 to play in the opening quarter and a 14-0 lead. They'll have 1st and 10 from just inside their 20-yard line.
number 5 for Jeff Davis. 6'2", 180 pounds. He looks a whole lot taller than 6'2" out there.
Rich has got Seegers bunched in tight on the near side. 2 receivers flanked out to the far side. I believe that's Parks back there with him. Now there's the give. It's Arrington. Arrington with the carry. He's pulled down by his face mask, and no call, but Arrington does pick up 5 yards. Boy, hard not to see that face mask.
Yeah, I'm blind, and I saw it from up here.
I mean, unless there's a piece of equipment that malfunctioned that caused his chin to dig into his shoulder pads.
And,
yeah.
And you go forward head first?
It could have happened. It could be like something snagged.
He could. He might have got him by, like, the jersey.
Yeah, probably not, but he could have.
Oh, well.
At any rate, it's good for us.
We gave him 6.
2nd down and 4. Lions from our 25-yard line, and here is Rich again. Arrington with a carry, cuts it back inside, has his first down, and a little bit more out to the 33-yard line.
Wow, it's like watching him run.
Yeah.
He is head down and running.
He is one tough customer in there, too. Behind those specs is a ball of fury.
Yep, and he's just a junior.
Only a junior, and a big one, too.
Yes.
1st and 10 Lions from our 34-yard line. 52 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Lions up 14-zip. Trying to get a little more here. Richardson's got 2 receivers on the far side. Seegers tucked into the near. Parks replaces Arrington in the backfield. And Parks is going to get the call, going right up the middle. Tough yardage right there, and he gets ahead to the 39-yard line. And you see number 52 there, Clayton Bowrider, just leveling somebody and then picking him back up.
Bowrider had a great block there. That's what I was looking.
He put the pain to Jatarius Willis.
Jatarius Willis, a 6'1", 210-pound defensive end.
And picked him up and tapped him on the helmet.
He did.
2nd and 5 for the Lions now from our 39-yard line. This will be the last play of the quarter if they get it off. Down to 1 and now 0. And they won't give it to them. That's the end of the first quarter play. Your score, Lions 14, Vols 0. We'll take a 1-minute break, and Lions football will continue right after these words.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clinton Tractor.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Shot for pest control.
First quarter play in the books here on homecoming night. Lions on top of the Vols, 14-0. Second quarter play about to get underway, and Donnie, an impressive first quarter for the Prattville Lions.
Yes, it was an impressive first 2 drives. Then we kind of faltered down there, and we had to punt the ball out. Turner Walker did a great job getting us out of that hole that we were in down there.
Yes,
and
he did.
Then the defense stepped up and finally held them on that last 4th down.
2nd and 5 as we open the second quarter for the Lions from our own 39-yard line. And here's a little room for KJ Blue on the end around. He's got out to the 39, 44, 45-yard line, and he will pick up a Lions first down.
KJ Blue on that jet sweep just lets you know how fast that kid is.
Yeah, he wasn't at full speed. He was trying to find a hole there, and he's still running faster than anybody on the field.
And he's just a sophomore.
Sophomore, wow. 1st and 10 Lions from our 45-yard line. Just underway here in the second quarter of play. Here's Richardson looking to the sideline with 16 on the play clock. He's got 4 receivers in the set. Parks flanking him to the right.
They're giving Calvin too much room.
Richardson drops back to pass, wants a deep ball. He's got Shanks down there, and this ball is caught at the 15-yard line, and Shanks walks in the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville. 65 yards on the catch from Cam Richardson to Cam Shanks, and that is something we've heard a lot these last 3 weeks. Cam to Cam, and the Lions' lead is extended to 20-0 with 11:10 to play.
That was Rayshawn Reynolds in coverage for the Vols, a 6'3", 175-pound corner.
Had no chance.
Cam Shanks ran off and left him. Wow. I don't know. Maybe he thought he had help over the top, but he didn't.
There was none there as Montgomery puts it up through. The hold from Richardson, quality. The snap from Wildman, clutch.
Oh.
And with 11:10 to play here in the second quarter, the Lions now lead 21-0 over the Jeff Davis Volunteers.
And what color would you call that, Will?
I would call that
multicolored,
blue-purple.
Purple-blue, purple haze.
Yes, that's nice. I like that.
That is the purple haze light show. Bam, and then the big lights come back on.
Russ Sanders putting it on him tonight. The Sport Clips MVP of the scoring drive was a 65-yard pass from Cam Richardson to Cam Shanks into the end zone for the score. Sport Clips in front of Target on Legends Parkway.
You know, why do you not double him, period?
Because if you double him, then you're leaving it up for some. You got Callan, Parker,
and that's
Blue.
what I'm saying. It's hard to prepare for that, because if you pull that guy out of the box to help you with coverage, then you're just going to get Mario and Arrington and Cam Rich with his legs.
That's right.
Pick your poison. What do you want?
All right. Because it's going to hurt you one way or the other.
Right. Where's he going to kick this one? I'm curious, because we've pooched it. We've pooched it in the middle. We've pooched it to the side.
Bet he just kicks this one into the end zone. Montgomery with a 9-yard approach, puts the toe to the leather, and another perfectly placed drop, and it is on the ground again. And finally, Jeff Davis pulls it down at the 36-yard line. Report from Dothan at the end of the first quarter. Enterprise 15, Dothan 7. And that is a game we dearly need the Enterprise Wildcats to win.
We would love for our buddies from Enterprise to bounce back after that humbling defeat they had last week.
We need them to help us out and beat Dothan tonight.
We need a lot of help there. You go Wildcats.
Wildcat fans tonight here in Prattville.
That's right. 2 of them here in the booth at least. Well, Milzer is too.
Yeah.
They got 3 guys pulling for them tonight.
21-0 your score here. Lions on top of the Jeff Davis Volunteers with 11:03 to play here in the second quarter. Vols operating 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line after the kick from Montgomery, and there is a flag. False start against the Vols.
Cobra Kai checking in the building.
Cobra Kai in the building tonight. I tell you, this media class from Prattville is getting bigger and bigger and better and better every single week. I love the camera angles they're putting together, the quality videos they're putting together. They actually won a contest.
They did
amongst schools in the state, second in the state in this video competition.
Yeah,
we'll get Milzer to tell us more about that later, but quality group of kids. Here's a gift to. I could not get the number up because it was swallowed up very quickly by the Prattville defense deep in the backfield.
That was, that was one of those just tackle them all and sort them out until you figure out who has the ball.
Right.
Because we had the quarterback and the running back, and neither one could go anywhere.
Luke Gordon in there, along with Golson in there. Deep loss, 2nd down and 20 now for the Vols back at their 25-yard line. Simpson from the shotgun. Check that. It's Harris on the direct snap trying to get to the outside, and he's got a lane. He found the seam, and he's got room. 45, 50, and nobody's catching him this time. He is taking it to the house. Donald Harris, 75 yards for the score. Touchdown, Jeff Davis.
Yeah, there wasn't much we could do there.
Oh, my goodness. He just if he hits the seam, he is gone.
And they got a block on the edge, and when he got his shoulders turned north and south, it was just a matter of time before he crossed the goal line.
21-6, Jeff Davis on the board with 10:17 to play in the opening quarter, in the second quarter, I should say.
But that kid's got to be tired.
Well, he's run quite a bit already, playing both sides of the ball the way he has been. Already visited the medical tent once already. Probably will visit another couple times tonight and keep playing.
Yeah. JD calling for a few more players to come out.
Harris came off for a minute. Now he's going to kick the extra point, I believe.
I believe you are correct.
He's going to wash the bus later, too.
And we got a
We got motion, I believe.
Yep.
Motion is the call against the Vols. That'll back them up 5 more yards.
They have illegal participation.
Yep.
They had 12 out there.
You see a guy coming off right now, and I'm betting he's the one that shouldn't have been out there.
Yep. Yeah, he might be in trouble. I doubt it. I
bet Harris could probably kick it from 60.
I was fixing to say, I hear their coach is a pretty nice guy. He's probably not yelling at him for being out there.
You know what, Coach Gardner over there?
Yeah.
Classy guy.
But, you know, the rule is you don't leave until that guy comes to get you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he didn't get him.
Harris puts it up and below the crossbar, no good. So with 10-17 to play in the second quarter, the Vols get on the board finally on a 75-yard run by Donald Harris, and it's 21-6. Lions on top. Save money and, most importantly, save time when you need tires and an express oil change. Discount prices and tires for all makes and models at Larry Puckett Tire Engineers and Larry Puckett Express Oil Change. No appointment. You just walk in.
Go see my buddy Lewis.
Yeah, go see Uncle Lewis over there. He might spit some poetry at you while he changes your tires.
He's my neighbor.
A good fella, too.
He sure is.
We also want to thank Coach's Q Barbecue for providing us with a good old pig meal here at the press box tonight. But tonight it wasn't pig.
No.
It was the old yard bird.
It was the old cracked chicken, as Milser calls it.
White sauce chicken with some corn casserole and these cookies. Man.
Yeah, I don't know if the cookies are left. I'm going to get another one in a minute. Oh, yep, Milser's.
If Milser ever let us go to break.
Yeah, Milser, nope, there's like a crumble. There's 2 dozen cookies.
I saw Milser slamming them earlier.
2 dozen cookies, and I got 1.
Check him out on Facebook, Coach's Q Barbecue. CoachesQ.com, that's QUE, for orders, for catering, for weddings, for baby showers, for big events, for family reunions, for class reunions. Check them out. And now the Vols kick it out of bounds again. Kick it hard out of bounds.
I'd back him up and make him kick it again.
The guy just about kicked it into the bleachers.
I would back him up and make him kick it again.
I think they're going to take the ball, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
And we saw that last night.
Yeah.
Not afraid to make you kick it again.
Nope. We'll kick it again.
Sure, we'll kick it again.
And again. we had one of the funniest onside kicks last night, and then almost one of the prettiest onside kicks you could ever have in a ball game.
We had an onside kick go negative yards.
I haven't seen that happen yet, but it did.
And then one was like an NFL level onside kick.
It was
from the same kicker.
The girl is unbelievable.
1st and 10 Lions from the 40. Richardson gives it up to Parks. Parks going right up the middle, driving his legs and pushing people out of the way to the 46-yard line.
Mario picked up something out of nothing right there because they had him probably for about a yard, maybe a yard gain in those yak yards, and he went ahead and got him a little bit more.
Enterprise widening their lead over Dothan early in the second quarter, 22-7 now.
22-7, go Wildcats.
Put it on them. Cats and dog fighting over there at Dothan tonight.
Wolves.
The Wolves.
Cats and Wolves.
They're canines. 2nd and 5 now for the Lions from our 45-yard line. 9:37 to play here in the opening half. Lions on top 21-6. Rich rolls to his left, but there is a flag. Timeout. Lions call a timeout.
Before the flag.
And we will take a 1-minute break in this timeout. Lions football continues right after these words.
Before you buy your next new vehicle, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices on pre-owned vehicles, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
I'm Brad at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. To find your next car, truck, or SUV, visit us at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices and huge inventory, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com. Be sure to
folks at Dave's, the Choice Doorstep tab. Check it out today. We think you'll love it. You can find it at ShopDavesMarket.com.
Ooh, no flag.
2nd and 5 here for the Lions. Richardson rolls out looking deep and has to fire short to complete it to Beatty Parker, and he's out of bounds at the Jeff Davis 44-yard line.
Oh, and he just ran speed option with Ford Rucker coming off the field.
Richardson, quick play action, tipped, deflected out of the hands of his intended receiver at the 40-yard line.
Mayan, that was a you almost want to call that a little pop pass. It's almost like a dump pass back out of the old tight end. And Mayan was set up almost in the sniffer spot.
Yep.
And stepped in to block and then released real quick, and it was a little too hot for him.
And that's one he'll normally catch. You know, wishes he had that one back. As he checks out, and now Arrington checks in the backfield to give Parks a breather. 2nd and 10, we go from the Vols 44-yard line as Blue comes in motion and Arrington gets the call. Up the middle and across the 40 to the 38-yard line is Arrington. He'll pick up 7 yards. A little extracurricular activity going on the far side of the field.
Jack stuttered involved in a little.
Trying to get a rise out of Jack and not going to get it from Cool Jack.
No.
3rd and 4 for the Lions at the Vols 38-yard line. 4 receivers in the set for Richardson. He looks to the sideline for a fresh call. 21-6 your score. Lions on top. 8:38 and a moving clock here in the second quarter. Vols are offsides. And they're going to get called for it. And it's probably good they did.
Yeah.
Because the wheel route was in play and it was about to go.
Yeah, Donovan was running down the sideline. And the guy that was supposed to cover him was not where he was supposed to be.
But the offsides call on the Vols give the Lions a first down.
Yeah, they need to make the rule like college.
Yeah, free down.
Cross sides, man, you get free play.
Yeah.
Just add a little more excitement to.
1st and 10, Lions from the Vols 33-yard line. Up 21-6 and looking for more here midway through the second quarter. Shank set it to the far side along with Studdard over there. Blue and Parker on the near side. And Blue comes in motion, and Blue gets the call. Trying to get to that far edge. Has to cut it back inside, and is sniffed out. He's down after about a 2-yard loss at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he couldn't get to the corner, and JD did a good job of collapsing that, setting the edge over there, and Bo Rigder just couldn't get that guy turned.
Their big outside linebacker for the Vols, number 6, Zabian Baldwin, makes the stop. And it's 2nd and 13 for the Lions from their 36-yard line, from the Vols 36. Rich drops back to pass. Looking, stepping up out of pressure, and then just throws it quick. And he finds Seegers in the hole. And Seegers is moving inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. You got to love that about Richardson. Always looking downfield, even when he's stepping out of pressure.
Even when he probably should have just ran, he still found the guy that was ahead of him and threw the ball. I think we're lucky we didn't get caught with an offensive lineman downfield.
Well, they love to catch us with that, you know.
They do.
1st and 10 Lions in the Vols red zone down at the 17-yard line. Richardson gives to Arrington up the middle, and Arrington spins out of a tackle down to the 11-yard line, maybe the 12. Tough yardage there, but Arrington picks up a few positive yards, about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Yep.
From the 12.
Yeah, Donovan just shoulders head. Well, you can't say head down because that head's up and he's looking.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulders down and he was running.
As a fact. High knees.
Yeah. Well, Eric Dickerson-ish.
2nd and 4 now. Lions from the Vols 12-yard line. Looking to add on to a 21-6 score. Here's Arrington. No play action pass. Play action. Richardson keeps it. Ducks inside the 10. Pulled down at the 8-yard line. Going to be real close to a first down.
Yeah.
Maybe a half yard short.
Maybe a half a yard short.
3rd down and less than 1 here.
Nice little move that Cam made out there.
Well, he faked me out.
He got me. He got you on the snap. You thought he gave it up.
I thought he gave it up, but he didn't.
So it's a good job by Donovan and his play-faking ability.
3rd and about less than a yard from inside the 9-yard line of the Vols.
I know who gets this one.
You think? I think it might be 28.
28 straight ahead. Oh.
28 straight ahead, but it is going nowhere.
Yep.
He's going to lose about a yard.
JD knew who was going to get it too.
Yep. Play loses about 3 yards back to the 12-yard line. Is 4th and 5, and here and on comes Reed Montgomery for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, Cam Rich wanted to go for it.
And that's what you want out of your quarterback, right?
Yep. Yep. I think I don't know. We snapped that thing a little quick, and we didn't give KJ time enough to clear out and take that extra defender with him as he was running with him as they were in man defense.
27-yard attempt. Wildman snaps, Richardson holds, and Montgomery kicks it, and that is a beautiful kick. It is good. From 27 out, Montgomery is true. With 5:55 to play before half, your score, Lions 24, Vols 6. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back right after these words.
Facebook page. Who knows? You could be our next winner.
Save time and save money at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
Hun, those ribs ready?
No. Ribs, better with Pepsi.
In their lead over the Vols with 5:55 to play here in the second quarter. In a game that's been all Prattville minus one play from Donald Harris. And let's see, this next drive coming up for the Vols. Let's see if we can hem up number 2.
All right, well, he's on the 20 right now, 19, walking back.
And there's a big gaping hole right in the middle of the field.
Right in the middle.
Montgomery sets to put total leather from our right to our left. Take a standard 9-yard approach. Checks his left, checks his right, and it's away, and it's another pooch kick. This time a little deep out to the 24-yard line. On the move is the Vols return man at the 30, 35-40. He's got a wall, 45-50, 45-40, and he's finally hemmed up at the Prattville 29-yard line. Good grief.
Just start bouncing that thing up there or kick it.
That's Quantavious Rogers on the return.
He can run too.
50-yard return for Rogers.
Man.
And the Lions will take, the Vols will take over 1st and 10 at the Prattville 30-yard line.
We just need to kick it deep away from number 2.
That's a fact. Anywhere but to 2 and 12 now.
Or 12 now.
Yep, no more 12 or 2. 1st and 10 Vols from the 30. Prattville leads 24-6, and here is Harris, direct snap, and gives it up to his side, to the man right beside him, and that's Rogers, and Luke Gordon finds him. Sets him down on the turf at the 30-yard line.
Wow.
Maybe a yard lost back to the 31.
Luke Gordon, a single hand, cool hand Luke, grabbed him and brought him down with one hand. We have a legend that just entered the Larry Puckett broadcast booth.
We do. The President of the United States of Camara. Second down and 11 here for the Vols from our 31-yard line. Harris again, direct snap, and gives it off to Rogers. No, it's Johnson, and Johnson fights ahead. Dead to rights at the 29, but fights ahead to the 26. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Luke had him. Luke had him, and I don't know what happened. But he just kept running, but I thought his feet were up off the ground.
It appeared that way. Somehow he found 4 more yards in that mess.
He got hit from behind and pushed forward maybe. I don't know.
Well, Donald Harris has taken 2 direct snaps, about to take a 3rd. And the first 2 he took, he handed off. I'll bet he doesn't hand this one off.
This one.
3rd and 6, and he does keep it around that end. Giving pursuit is Whit Rawlinson, and he wrestles him down, and here comes the flag. They're going to get him for tackling around the headgear.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Whit made a great play, but just tackled him a little bit too high.
Yeah, well, if he hadn't have tackled him by his headgear, he might have scored.
Goodness gracious, that is back-to-back drives.
Yeah, personal foul.
Personal foul. Let's put the balls in the red zone.
So, man, that hurt. That hurt. Vic just checked in. Won't know what's going on, Vic. You know it is Friday night at the Jungle.
That's right. The lights are on and everybody's home. Big crowd on hand tonight along the homestanding.
Speaking of being at home, I'm glad my wife is at home now. Good night. She went off over there to the holiday market.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and give them all your money when you come in the door.
Yours was there too.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to see. Here's Harris on the direct snap again. He's going to try to run with it, trying to get to the outside edge. Gets down to the 10-yard line and steps out of bounds right there. He'll pick up 5 yards from the 15, and it's 2nd and 5 for the Vols from our 10-yard line.
I mean, he's 5'10", 180 pounds, and he has the ability to play on Saturday.
No doubt about it. He is their Cam Shanks.
He is, and does it from the quarterback spot, the running back spot, the receiver spot, the outside linebacker spot, the kicker spot, pick your spot.
2nd and 4 now for the Vols. Harris in at quarterback. And he's going to give this one up right up the middle. It's Powell on the carry, and Powell powers his way down to the 3-yard line where it's 1st and goal.
Man. JD going with this tempo. They're bringing in that extra lineman now. And here comes, There's like 8 of them coming in now.
Yeah.
2 more linemen. This could be their heavy jumbo package.
You think so? There's 10 offensive.
It could be.
There's 9 offensive linemen.
And Harris.
Harris and Powell back there.
That's it.
1st and goal, Vols from the 4. Approaching halftime. 3:14 to play here in the opening half. Lions lead at 24-6. And here is Harris trying to get to the outside, and he is spread out and taken down at the 5-yard line. Caleb Bruce on the stop.
Caleb Bruce coming up. They had too many linemen out there. He couldn't get to the corner. He had to run too far.
It was like Gary Danielson said in the kick 6. They got all fat guys out there.
That's it. I mean, they're all.
Second and goal from the 5 for the Vols now. Lions defense with a chance to make another goal line stop here. They've already made 1 tonight. Power set and this high snap, and Harris tracks it down now, throws it up for grabs in the end zone. Nobody there, just throwing it away safely.
There.
Smart play by Harris right there.
How about that?
To get out between the tackle boxes and throw that thing away.
Yeah, if not, he was going to lose about 18 yards.
Yeah, it was going to be 3rd and goal from back outside the 20. And as it is, it's now 3rd and goal from the 5 for the Vols. Clock stopped with 2:20 to play.
We're coming out of that heavy set.
Let's see what the Vols and Coach Gardner will dial up here.
I don't know, but 55 for the Vols has hurt his ankle, I believe. He is limping pretty bad.
A bit hobbled. And Harris has drawn us off sides with a hard count. They got night-night over there.
They got night-night.
And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2.5. We see Witt checking in.
Witt for Tyrell.
And Tyrell checking out. I guess they're thinking we're going to run this. They're going to run this ball.
Yep.
And I would too if I was the Vols. Harris from the shotgun gives it up to Powell. And Powell is into the end zone. Touchdown Vols. They cut the Prattville lead in half now. 24-12 with 2:10 to play before halftime. Well, again, Donnie, just penalties hurt us again.
Yep. We talked about how well it was last week at Enterprise, and now this is our 3rd one.
3rd one. Yep. And when you give yards like that away, things can happen. 2-point conversion attempt coming on for the Vols. Lines up 24-12, trying to make it a 10-point game. Harris from the shotgun. He's got his man Powell back there with him. And Powell's going to get the call, and he is put down at the 2-yard line. The 2-point conversion fails. Volunteers 12, Lions 24. We'll take a 30-second break. 2:10 to play before halftime. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, this is Tammy Burkhalter at Prattville Farm Center, and did you know there's all kind of dogs that we can feed? Like sleeping dog, hot dog, creek dog, swimming dog, hunting dog, shaggy dog, lap dog, window dog, riding dog, hiding dogs, puppy dog, standing dog, hat dog, cozy dog, family dog, even a dancing dog, man. So come see us at 1154 South Memorial Drive in Prattville, and we can even feed your kitty cat too.
WDXX Selma Prattville, home of Larry Puckett Chevrolet. Prattville and Puckett, a winning combination.
2 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the opening half of homecoming night in the jungle. Lions lead the Vols of Jeff Davis 24-12. But I tell you, these Vols, they're hanging around, Donnie.
Yep. Yeah, we need one more score right here. I'm going to guess we're not going to get a chance to return this ball.
No, from the angle this kicker is taking, I don't think so. He's taking about a 45-degree angle heading toward the Vol sideline, and he does just that. But it is going to be returnable. Line drive to KJ Blue. Now that's Shanks. Shanks at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and just calmly steps out of bounds at the Vols' 49-yard line.
He had
an easy 40-yard return.
Yeah, he had a wall set up, but he ran out of room over here and just runs out of bounds, stops the clock with exactly 2 minutes. So guess what drill we're fixing to work?
The 2-minute offense drill?
I think so. But we still have 2 timeouts, so that makes it even better.
Yes, it does.
Wait, there's the penalty. I did not see the penalty flag.
That is deep, too. How can there be a penalty that far back? There wasn't anybody down there.
There was nobody down there but KJ and Shanks.
Holding? The Lions are called for holding back at the 13-yard line. The kick didn't even make it that far. I would really love to see that.
I would too, but
oh my goodness.
I think we've
they're spotting it at the 15. So the penalty must have been at the 25.
Okay.
Right about where he caught it. Okay. Well, now it is a true 2-minute offense. Lions with 85 yards to pay dirt with 2 minutes to go in the half, leading 24-12.
We saw it. It just takes Shanks one play.
This is true. Richardson loads it up and he gives it up to Arrington, putting his head down, and there's just not much room to move in the middle of that field right now.
Oh, they're pretty solid up front, and like Coach Wallace talked about, that they do a lot of twisting, a lot of blitz and stunts out of that defense that they do, and they just guess right sometimes.
Yep.
And they guess right then.
Yes, they did. As Parks now checks in for Donovan Arrington in the backfield, minute 34, clock on the move here in the opening half. Lions 24, Vols 12. And time is just running off that clock. We're down to a minute 20.
Yeah, we're not working on our 2-minute drill.
Richardson gives to Parks right up the middle. And Parks is down to the 20-yard line. And now a timeout is called, I believe, with a minute and 9 to play.
By J.D.
By J.D. Thanks, J.D. Well, they're thinking they got a chance to get the ball back, I guess.
That's exactly what it was. That was their last timeout.
Next week, we'll announce the Buffalo Rock Pepsi Player of the Game. We make the presentations throughout the season on the Coach J.B. Wallace Show on Thursday evening at Rock's Famous Barbecue. Join us on Thursday at Rock's for the presentation of the Buffalo Rock Player of the Game plaque. It's provided by our friends at One Way Christian Bookstore. Player of the Game will also receive an MVP treatment from our friends at Sport Clips. And, hey, guys, we do this show on Thursday nights at 6 at Rock's Famous Barbecue. You need to come out and support these guys. Rock's Famous Barbecue is amazing food.
I'm going to tell you, if you haven't had the rib plate at Rock's.
Ooh, baby.
Wow. And look, they got some pretty good white sauce as well.
Yes, they do.
And if you'll ask Milzer, if you'll take their barbecue sauce and mix it in with the white sauce.
Life-changing.
It's really good on French fries as well.
I like to take the spicy barbecue sauce, mix it with the white.
The spicy in that.
I'm starting to slobber on my microphone
and then
here.
they have that, I guess, the black pepper sauce as well.
Oh, it's good.
And their corn nuggets are off the chain.
3rd and 5 Lions from our 20-yard line. Rich wants to pass, rolls out, looking downfield, still looking, directing some traffic. Now throws it across the middle, and it is incomplete. Dangerous pass right there intended for Callan at the 40-yard line.
We're going to have to kick this ball out of here now.
And mine's got a little wrist problem right there. He's coming out. Looks like he might have dislocated that wrist for a second.
Came down kind of awkwardly.
Now 4th and 5, the Lions will have to punt away.
All right.
Turner Walker heels down at his own 5-yard line. And the Vols, Donnie, have a chance to get back in this game if we're not careful. Walker punts it away, and his low liner is going to get a good bounce across the 40-yard line, and we down it at the 38 with 58 seconds to play before halftime.
That one might have got a couple more yards roll, but it just bounced up into his arms.
It wanted to be caught.
Well, let's see if we can be smart for 53 seconds right here and find Donald Harris.
That is the key to stopping this team. Is find number 2.
Find Donald Harris.
And you're going to find him at the quarterback position on this series.
Him and 24.
Johnson.
Rome Johnson.
1st and 10, Vols from their 40-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. 4 receivers in formation, 3 on the far side, 1 on the near. Johnson now comes set to his left, and Johnson's going to get the carry. Moving up the middle, and Tice Cottrey and Sam Payne team up on the stop at the 42-yard line.
Yeah. Sam just read that, came across from his linebacker spot, and made the tackle for what, about a 2-yard gain?
About 2, yeah.
About 2.
2nd down and 8 now from the 43-yard line they go. Under 30 seconds to play here in the opening half.
JD is not in a hurry either.
Negative.
They were moved.
High snap. Harris is going to try to pull it and run with it. And Sam Payne wrestles him down in the backfield, a 1-yard loss.
Sam Payne, and is that 7?
Mello.
Yeah, Carmelo.
Yep. And that is going to take us into half, most likely. I don't think they're going to call another timeout. 7, play clock down at 5. And that will do it. Your halftime score, the Lions 24, the Vols 12. We'll take a 3-minute break. And when we come back, halftime festivities, homecoming night. You don't want to miss it. The BWS halftime show comes at you in 3 minutes. We'll be right back.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
The folks at Jones Drug are proud to say they're a locally owned and a family-owned pharmacy, and no one cares for you more than your neighbors at Jones Drug. Buying local from Jones Drug means your money stays in your community, making local organizations even stronger.
Hey folks, this is James Jones, owner and pharmacist of Jones Drugs in Prattville, Millbrook, Greenville, Montgomery. Since 1996, the Jones family has been proud to serve the area and has always taken pride in service to our customers. Come let us show you how we can be your health partner and not just a pill store.
It's a long pass down the amazing aisles at Prattville Pickers. It's a great catch on thousands of incredible treasures. It's the biggest lineup of rustic wood furniture at the Depot Furniture Gallery. It's the national champion of antiques, collectibles, treasures. The Depot Furniture Gallery at Prattville Pickers. A winning combination for home, lifestyle, and recreation. Don't let the game clock run out before you make the winning catch at Prattville Pickers. Highway 82 West. Shop PrattvillePickers.com and Facebook.
It's a fantastic time to buy a zero-turn mower from Prattville Outdoors. All Gravely, Toro, and Aaron's zero-turn mowers are on sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. Buy now with no money down, no interest for 48 months, and payments start at only $66 per month. Add an Echo trimmer and blower, and payments are only $74 per month. Prattville Outdoors has the parts and service department to back up every sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com or see them at 118 Highway 82 West.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, Think local. Think Guardian.
Your halftime score, Prattville 24, the Jeff Davis Volunteers 12 in a must-win region game for the Prattville Lions. Now we're going to talk about something else that's a must-win game for Prattville, and that is the November 8th general election ballot. There is a referendum, Local Amendment 1, that we must vote yes for the future of Prattville. Not just for the schools, but for the whole city, for the region, for the whole area. It matters. Our kids matter. Our future matters. Our kids matter. And here to talk about it with me right now is the coordinator of operations for Autauga County Schools, Mr. Tony Camara. Tony, thanks for coming up here.
Thanks for having me up, Will.
Now you're a champion for this amendment. Tell us why this amendment matters to all of us.
Well, you know, if you look, I'm a retired military guy, and I came here, almost 15 years ago. And the one thing that I came here for was for the education system, for my kids to get the best education that they could. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, the Prattville schools would provide that. Being here now for the amount of years I've had, I've just seen the infrastructure start to go downhill. So this Our Kids Count referendum, it's just a local millage increase. It's going, everything that's going to from the millage increase will go to a capital improvement plan for the Prattville Central and the Central District. The one thing I say, when people talk about this, like I said, I was in the military. I was in South Georgia, had like a 1,500 square foot home, less than an acre lot, paid $2,000 a year in taxes. Here, I live in a 3,000 square foot home, have 2.5 acres of land, and I don't even pay half of what I paid in Georgia. So,
and most people would say we should be proud of that. We should be happy about that. But it's what those taxes afford you.
Yes, sir.
It's what we don't have.
Yes, sir. And like I tell folks, when someone asks me the question, I say, well, number one, what you'll see automatically is you'll see the investment right back into the schools. This tax is a tangible. I mean, a lot of times when taxes are raised, we look at it, it's in the abstract. We don't see what our taxes impact. This you will actually see. You will see the tangible, effects of it, because you'll see new facilities being built. You'll see technology. You'll see increased industry come to the area. You'll see more and more people want to come to Maxwell Air Force Base because they will want their kids to come to the Autauga County schools.
Right.
I mean, for me, that's what it's all about. It's about the education. I've been doing this now for 13 years. And for me, it's about what can we do for the kids of this community, because they are a precious gift, and we want them to be able to have the things that will provide them an opportunity to grow. You want your facilities; they're always a key driver. With everything going on in the world, you want the top of you want the industry standard when it comes to the safety and security in the schools. I'm a big safety guy. I think everybody in Prattville knows that about me.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I want to know that every day that we are doing our absolute 100% best for every single kid that walks in one of our buildings. And I think this Local Amendment 1 will do that for us. I think it'll get us back to that level that Autauga County Schools have always been known for.
There are some people that are going to look for a hole, look for a way to say no to this, because nobody likes a new tax. Granted, I mean, we're all mostly conservative around here, and conservative people generally don't like new taxes. But like you said, this is not an abstract tax. This is not a federal tax. This is not some state tax that goes into the ether somewhere.
Nope.
This is taxes that your money, your tax dollars go to stay right here in Autauga County, to go to brick and mortar for facilities, upgrades, technology, all the things that our kids need. But what do you say to those people that go, well, I'm not voting for it because I don't have a kid in the school system, so how does it affect me?
Well, I always say to folks like that, well, industry is coming here if the school system's good. think about your home values. Think about your property. Think about the increase of your property values. All those things affect everybody. I can't say enough about the industry that it brings. Prattville is a fast-growing community, and if we want to keep that trajectory, if we want to stay the preferred community,
right?
Because that's what look, let's face it, that's what we are, and I'm not ashamed to say that.
Yeah.
But we have to invest in our community to keep our community there. We have to, I retired here from the Air Force, and I had opportunities to go other places. But, man, Prattville opened their arms up and wrapped their arms around my family. So Prattville's home, and I want the best.
Exactly. And like Chris Ernest was saying last week, the people in this city and this county are some of the best people you're going to find anywhere.
100%.
We do not have a people problem.
No, sir.
We have a facilities problem.
Yes, sir, we do.
And that is what we have to take care of.
Yeah.
And this millage increase, it's a 15-point millage increase. And for the people that don't understand what millage is, it's the simple calculation for property tax assessed based on the tax assessed value of your home. And this 15 mil property tax equates to $150 a year for every $100,000 value of your home.
That's correct.
That is working out to less than $12 a month.
You're right.
About $12.50 a month.
Yeah, I always tell folks, if you that's $1 a day. That's a Coke Zero. That's a pack of gum.
Yeah.
I certainly think with the millage the way it is, just like I said, and going back to just if you look around the area, even some of the adjacent counties, with us being per pupil expenditure being 133 out of 138.
Say that for the people in the back.
Yeah, that's what we can spend per kid is 133 out of 138 systems. For me, that's just not cutting it. That's not good enough.
It's embarrassing.
Yes, sir.
It's embarrassing. And don't say to me anything for the kids. We do anything for our kids. You got to put your money where your mouth is.
That's it.
That's where it matters the most.
So I tell November 8th, we always talk about you always hear in politics they talk about people showing up to vote. What's the percentage of people showing up to vote? The percentage for this November 8th election, it should be well up in the 90% because we're going to vote for the future of our children.
Right.
For the future of our community.
We're voting on us.
Yes, on us. You're making an investment in yourself. You're making an investment in the future of the whole system, and understand that these kids, they're the ones that are going to be leading us.
That's right.
And we need to invest in that leadership. I can't say that enough.
If you want kids graduating from here, going off to college, and then coming back here for their careers, we have to make this investment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a must.
And the last time the Autauga County approved a property tax increase for capital improvements for public schools was 1921. Yeah. If I'm doing the math right, that's over 100 years ago, Tony.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know. I mean, I think the gas taxes went up at least,
what, 4 or 5 times?
4 or 5 times since then. I mean, it's just time. And I think from a support perspective, I talk to a lot of people, and I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis, and I hear a lot of positive about it. But again, it's showing up on that day. It's voting yes for Local Amendment 1. If anybody, wants any information on it, certainly you can go out to the website. You can pull that down. I know you have that information available. Pull that information down. It's Our Kids Count. Pull it down, read about it. If you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer any questions anytime from anyone. If someone wants to tour some of the facilities, hey, all you have to do is call the Board of Education. We'll set something up. I'll take and let you get a tour of the schools and let you see for yourself.
You see it firsthand.
What we need to invest in.
Exactly. I love our people in our schools that do everything they can with what they have. it's no longer okay to say we do more with less.
Right.
It's
right.
not okay.
That's not a badge of honor.
No.
You know, that's not a badge of honor. We do work extremely hard, but saying that, I mean, that's it's
true.
time for that to go.
It's very true. But what can we do if we just have average funding? It's unlimited is the potential in this area.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, we're getting ready to break ground. Well, we had the groundbreaking for the Early Childhood Development Center. With this referendum, there's an 8-year plan in place. What you'll see is construction of a new high school.
Yes.
You're going to see construction of a new elementary school.
And the renderings are out there.
And they're out there.
They are beautiful.
And they are absolutely amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
And what they do is they stay in line with the architecture of the area in which they're going to be in, because that's important. It's important to blend. If you look at it, it'll have, it's just... Then some of the other schools, can be renovated. Like I said, there's an 8 to 10 year plan on it, and that 8 to 10 year plan takes us where we need to be when it comes to facilities and investing in that infrastructure that allows us to educate kids, for the next 20 to 30 years. You got to keep in mind that some of these schools were built in the 1920s.
Right. And
we're still occupying them.
Not really touched since then.
No, sir.
But hey, this and what I need people to hear is that this bill's not perfect. No bill ever is. You can find holes and little ticky-tack things in everything you want, anything you want to. But this is our one chance that we have for quite a while. This won't come around again if this doesn't go through. It'll be a long time before it comes back around.
Yes, sir.
We have to have this. We have to take this opportunity now, capitalize on our kids, because our kids count. So, Tony, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me, folks. Like I said, I'm always available if you have any questions. Just call us down at the Board of Education. We'll be happy to talk it over with you.
Go to the polls November 8th and vote yes on Local Amendment 1, because our kids count. And now we will turn it over to the Pride of Prattville Marching Band as the BWS Halftime Show presents Homecoming in the Jungle.
The 2022 Prattville High School Homecoming Court. First, representing the freshman class, Tatiana Bates, escorted by her stepfather, Michael Montgomery. Marley Mangum, escorted by her mother, Kimberly Mangum McDonald. Representing the sophomore class, Tara Aaron, escorted by her grandfather, John Bush. Jada Crawford, escorted by her brother, T.J. Shavers. Kylie Gardner, escorted by her father, Judd Knott. Ariana Vaughn, escorted by her father, Courtney Vaughn. Representing the junior class, Annabeth Cooper, escorted by her father, Joshua Cooper. Mila Davis, escorted by her mother, Lamora Davis. Asia Doremus, escorted by her father, Vincent Doremus. Daniela Johnson, escorted by her father, Derek Bivens. Melanie Robinson, escorted by her grandfather, Willie Johnson. And representing the senior class of 2023, Maggie Cargill, escorted by her father, John Cargill. Mallory Davis, escorted by her father, Caleb Cowart. Tiana Eland, escorted by her cousin, Tyson Turner. Mia Nicholson, escorted by her father, Shane Nicholson. Allie Pyron, escorted by her father, Alan Pyron. Taylor Smith, escorted by her father, Tracy Smith. Layla Williams, escorted by her cousin, Nicholas Pirine. And Brooklyn Woods, escorted by her father, Roosevelt Woods III. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Prattville High School homecoming court. To help us crown our homecoming queen, please welcome last year's queen, Reese Pezent. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Prattville High School homecoming queen is Taylor Smith. Congratulations, Taylor. Congratulations again to Tyrell Cowell. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy homecoming, and go Lions.
There it is. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and the homecoming queen has been crowned, and we'll take a 2-minute break and come back with second half football when Lions football continues after these words.
It's tailgating season here at Mama's Produce, and we also have sausages that you can throw on the grill, like jalapeno pineapple, maple blueberry, black pepper.
For well over 50 years, the river region has depended on Aero Pest Control, which has grown to be one of the largest and most respected pest control science leaders in the area. Pest control is a science that eliminates pests that invade and potentially damage your property. They use only the top-rated pest control products, including the Centricon termite colony elimination system. Aero Pest Control was built on customer service and satisfaction, and that's still #1 today. Call us 334-365-4610 and find out about mosquito control. Aero, your best shot for pest control.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clanton Tractor.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Half a play, Prattville 24, Jeff Davis 12, and Donnie, we came out and scored 14 points in the first 2.5 minutes, and for the next 22 minutes, we scored 10 points.
Yeah, we got a field goal and another Cam Shanks touchdown. But you know, we talked about the Keys victory, and when we started out, and the second thing that we mentioned was third down penalties.
Yep.
3 times we've kept the Jeff Davis drive alive, and that resulted in 6 points or all 12. I can't remember.
A 75-yard run by Donald Harris, which had nothing to do with us, everything to do with him. But
yeah.
But the second touchdown was penalty aided by personal fouls.
Because we gave him the ball back. I think we're winning the special teams battle, and we're still looking for a hero right now.
Still looking for one. And over in Dothan, we just got an update from our man Jimmy Rogers, 29-7 at halftime. Enterprise over Dothan.
Go Big Blue Wildcats!
Hang in there, Wildcats. But I tell you, as long as this Jeff Davis team is within 2 scores, you just don't feel safe.
No, you don't. Well, you don't feel safe anytime 2 is on the field right now. I don't.
So the Lions are going to receive the.
No, we're going to kick.
Oh, we kick.
Yeah,
that's right.
We're going to kick.
We're going to kick it to him, but when we get the ball back, it appears that Jeff Davis is selling out to the run. It appears that way. So what do you see as adjustments need to be made here in the second half?
We're going to go and throw the ball a little bit more. A little play action pass. If they got 7 in the box, we're going to play action and take our shot. So I don't think you're going to see 7 in the box. I think you'll see 6. And they're going to have that other guy over Cam Shanks, which means KJ, Calvin, or Mayan, or Seegers, Colin, or Jack Studdard is going to have to step up and make a play.
You're exactly right.
They're going to draw that single coverage, and they're going to have to make a play. Cam Rich going to have enough time to find them. He's been run out of the pocket several times tonight. He scrambled. He's made some excellent throws. But
and I don't think there's any surprise in Jeff Davis and what they're doing. We knew they were going to typically send more than we could block.
Right. That's
we've had
the thing to do.
And we've had an answer at times, and at times we haven't had an answer.
Yep.
But all in all, a pretty decent half of football by this Prattville team. You know, you can tell like emotionally.
Right.
Emotionally, this team is a little bit down tonight.
Yeah.
After last week.
Yeah.
But you can't expect these kids to be at an emotional peak every Friday night. So eventually you've got to rely on your skill and your chemistry.
Right. I think they know now. Hey, we're in a ball game. Let's settle down. Let's find Donald Harris, and let's do what we're supposed to do. I bet I don't know if we'll spy anybody with him. I don't know if we have anybody fast enough to run a spy with him. But I bet we'll be a little more solid on those edges.
I hope you're right. As we're getting ready to begin the third quarter of play, Prattville will be kicking off to Jeff Davis.
Oh.
Going from our left to our right. Again, a big shout out to the class of 82 partying down at Prattville Country Club tonight. And the class of 73 that was honored on the field tonight.
Yeah. Class of 84 sitting right here.
Exactly.
Saw a couple of my classmates when I made a trip down there.
Always good to see everybody back in the jungle on homecoming night.
And it's packed out. There's a lot of Prattville people over on the Jeff Davis side simply because that was the home side when they were here.
Yeah.
And guess what? It will be the home side when they come back next year.
That's true.
How about that?
True. New stadium coming our way. It'll be a 2-season process to have it all completed, but there will be football here next year while construction goes on.
And y'all just missed the light show on the radio.
I tell you, this NFHS Network crew tonight is working to perfection.
It is unbelievable. Before long, they're going to have an 18-wheeler trailer out there.
With Riggins, Blutarski, and Cobra Kai tonight. They are holding it down for the squad over here.
So, man, unbelievable.
Montgomery set to kick off with the Lions to begin the third quarter of play. Moving from our right to our left, he puts toe to leather, and the third quarter is underway, and this one's going to sail. Oh, it's alive at the 2-yard line, bouncing around. They thought it was going to go in the end zone, and it didn't. And the Lions are going to pin them deep at the 6-yard line.
It's what we needed.
That was it. Reed Montgomery with a gem of a kickoff right there.
That thing checked up at about the 1.5-yard line, spun back out. JD guys thought it was going in the end zone.
I thought it was going in the end zone, and it did one of those Tiger Woods bite on the green there.
How about the old heads-up play by Cool Hand Luke getting down there making that stop?
Nothing's getting by Gordon. He is in his zone right now. The pride of Fireside, pinning the balls deep at the 6-yard line to begin the third quarter of play.
So there is a green and red object flying over in the neighborhood.
It's either an alien spacecraft or a drone.
I believe that would be the City of Prattville Police Department's drone.
Okay, so we're ruling out alien spacecraft?
Yep,
okay.
I am.
Here's Harris on first down. He's going to keep it, and he's up the field across to the 15 to the 16-yard line before he's finally wrestled down to the ground.
Big Carmelo Smith.
It'll be a first down for the Vols. Well, I think they're going to stay with Harris here at the quarterback, and why not?
Well, would you not?
Let your best player touch it every down.
That's it.
First and 10 Vols from the Vols 18-yard line.
That's a really good concept too. Put the ball in your best player's hands every time,
every snap.
So, man,
just hope he's still standing in the fourth quarter.
I need to write that down.
Here's Harris again from the shotgun. 3 receivers set. He checks left. He checks right. Now he has it, and he's going to carry it. And now stoppage in play. Flags are down.
That'll delay a game.
Delay game against the Vols. That'll pin them back to the 13-yard line where it's first and 15.
Tell you, Will, what I like, Harris is lining up at quarterback, and he's pointing right and left like he's setting receivers where he wants them. You know he's going to run the ball.
Yeah.
He's pointing and doing all this, and our defense never moved.
It's his little deke right there.
Until you throw it one time, we're not going to think you're going to throw it.
Nope. 10:59, clock on the move here in the third quarter. 24-12 Lions over the Vols. Here's Harris again. Gives it up on the end around to Jalen Stinson, and Stinson is stood up and stopped after about a 1, maybe a 2-yard pickup.
He got
actually gave him up to the back to the original line. Yep, and a little bit more. Wow. Big pile, and he must have been on the back side of it. He's going to be second down and 7 at back up to the 20-yard line. So he gets 8 on that play.
Yep.
Didn't look like it.
A little left foot spot, and he's ready to go.
Second and 7 they go. Vols at their own 20-yard line. And here is Harris with the call again. And he's going to get back to the 20 and push down, but there is a flag. No gain on the play.
Could be holding. Or did somebody move before the ball was snapped?
False start.
What happened?
Well, you'd like to decline that one. I guess bring up third and long, but I'm not sure they can decline it.
Nope.
We'll replay second down right here.
Because I believe that is a dead ball foul.
It's a dead ball foul. And when the ball is dead,
it's got to go backwards.
You get what you get.
That's it.
Second and 13 now for the Vols back at the 15-yard line. Under 10 minutes to play now in the third period. 24-12 Lions on top of the Vols. And here is Harris again. Loading up the shotgun, and he is going to keep it. And he's got a seam. And Harris is in open field at the 30, 35-40 out to the 44-yard line.
Man.
Another first down for the Vols.
That was a counter run. He faked it to 2 guys and waited till the middle opened up, and he took off.
Wow. That kid is electric.
He's fast.
First and 10 Vols from their 45-yard line.
And they're just spreading us out and picking spots to run in.
All Donald Harris so far. Play clock down to 13. They look to the sideline. Got what they like now. And here's Harris. And he's going to give this one up. Trying to get around the edge is Johnson. He is pulled down from behind, and then another flag.
There's flags coming everywhere.
They got Whit Rollinson on the tackle, and I guess they didn't like the way he tackled him.
Second one for Whit tonight.
Donnie, what are they calling that? I mean, he looked like he grabbed him by his shoulder pads.
A horse collar or a face mask. Let's see. Yep.
Face mask. Again, that's the second time on Whit tonight.
Yeah, you tackled him high, and anytime you tackle him up around the headgear, you're more than likely going to get that call.
And there we see another personal foul that puts the Vols in business in Prattville territory. That is now 60 yards we've given them in personal fouls tonight.
Yep.
And when you give 60 yards up, you put yourself behind the 8 ball. First and 10 now for the Vols from our 44. And Harris wants to throw. He steps up. He's not going to throw. Now he's going to run. And he's got the edge, 35-30, and steps out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And here comes another flag. That shouldn't be a personal foul. Nobody touched anybody.
No, that could be holding against Jeff Davis. It should be holding against Jeff Davis. There was nobody there or block in the back, one of the two. Because it can't be against Prattville. I'm saying that.
Never say never tonight.
I'm not going to, but.
Yeah, blocking the back against the Vols.
All right.
So far downfield, it will still be a first down most likely.
Well, there was nothing but Prattville guys there when he ran out of bounds, and then the flag came from the back judge. So it's going to make it. We done moved the chains.
It's going to make it what? First down and 1.
First and 1, first and 2.
This opens up the playbook a little bit.
Yeah, you can run a lot of things out of this.
First and 1 for the Vols from our 35-yard line.
But I bet Harris keeps it.
I will bet he does. 24-12, Lions on top, but the Vols are marching, or Harris is marching, and he is hit at the line and this time, and he's taken down after about a 1-yard pickup. I believe he'll have the first down by the length of a football.
Yeah, that was a busted play. Harris went to hand the ball off, and running back went behind him instead of in front of him, and so Harris just took off running. But we got an injured Vol down.
The officials call a timeout for the injured Vol. Can't quite see who it is. And for a great selection of Toro and Gravely zero-turn mowers, you got to visit Uncle Dave and the Johnson family at Prattville Outdoors. They're right out on Highway 82 at the Highway 14 intersection in Prattville. Let Uncle Dave, Ed, and Frank know that you appreciate their sponsorship of Prattville football on Dixie Country and Prattville Alive. And the injured player is Donald Harris.
It is Donald Harris.
And he is favoring his left ankle.
Yeah, he's putting no weight on that at all. Yeah.
Doesn't look good for him. Let's hope he's not seriously injured.
Yeah, he is. That's right ankle, and he is not putting any weight on it at all.
That'll bring Simpson back in the quarterback for the Vols. Now, first and 10, they go from our 34-yard line. 8:46 to play here in the third quarter. Vols trying to make it a close one here. 24-12, the Lions lead, but the Vols are in line territory.
So they were, like JD was fixing to snap it, and we had 3 officials over here on our sideline talking to Coach Wallace.
That's not going to happen. Got to wait, boys. Here's Simpson in the shotgun. He's got Johnson flanked to the left, and give to Johnson, and he is stuffed for about a 2-yard loss back at the 36-yard line. Check that, it's Savion German in at quarterback now, 6'2", 180-pound senior signal caller. Second down and 12 now for the Vols
and
from our 36.
Flag.
What is the flag?
I don't know. Had to have been somebody said something, and the way the JD boys are clapping, it's probably Prattville, and it may be on Big Night Night.
Oh, boy. Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Lions. 75 yards in personal fouls tonight.
So that is 2nd and 12.
And now it's 1st and 10.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10, maybe, yeah.
1st and 10 at our 21-yard line. This is a big step back for this defense tonight,
Yep.
Donnie. They've got to get that under control. Because you were just giving the game away when this happens. 1st and 10 for the Vols from our 21-yard line, and here's the end-around give to Stinson, and Stinson tries to cut it back inside and can't do it. He's going to lose about 2 yards back to the 22-yard line.
Just get up, cool hand Luke on the stop. Just get up and go play. Don't say anything. Don't do anything you don't need to do. Just get up and go.
Talk with your hands. Talk with your skills and your talents. Don't talk with your mouth. 2nd and 13 now for the Vols, back at our 24-yard line as we go under 7:25 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
And Donald Harris is making his way back out.
And here is a give up the middle, and nothing doing there for Wendell Powell. He is swarmed at the line of scrimmage and taken down after about a 1-yard pickup. Jadarius Fitz in on the stop. As Big Night checks back in at the nose.
And looks like Donald Harris he's hobbling a little.
Harris is checking back in, but you got to give it this. That's a gritty kid out
I'll tell
there.
you what, now even hobbling, I bet he's still probably fast.
3rd and 12 now for the Vols at our 23-yard line.
Gutsy play by the kid right there.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta like that, though.
Harris calls his own number, tries to get to the outside, and shakes off a tackle in the backfield, and another, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown Vols. Good grief, Donnie.
Wow.
You give these people opportunities like that, and they take advantage of it.
Yeah, and Donald Harris came to play.
Yep. So a 14-0 early lead for the Lions is being erased by this Vol attack right now. 24-18 is your score. Lions still on top, but the Vols have cut it to 6 and can cut it to 4 with a 2-point conversion here. And all because of one man, Donald Harris.
Donald Harris. I thought you were going to say all because of the penalties that we've collected on.
Nope, that hasn't helped, but you can't give Donald Harris 75 extra yards.
Nope.
We got a flag down on the 2-point try. That was caught.
And Donald Harris can throw it, too.
And guess what? He can throw it.
False start.
5-yard penalty on the Vols for illegal procedure. And they're going to have to try this one again. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Lions on top of the Vols 24-18 with a 2-point try coming up for the Vols and attempting to cut it to 4 points. And now looking to the sideline is Harris. He'll have Powell flanked to the right of him. Now sends a man in motion and throws that fade route to the corner again. And this ball is once again caught. Same play, same result. 24-20 is your score. Vols have cut it to 4. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back. Sorry. 24-20 your score here. The Vols not letting this homecoming night be a cakewalk. They have come to play tonight. Donald Harris is responsible for 20 points now. All the scoring done by number 2 for the Vols. And now the Lions have to come off the deck and answer back here. They've been punched in the gut by this Jeff Davis volunteer team. And now it's time to find out what they've got.
Well, we better do something.
Vols getting ready to kick this one away. A little bit of discussion right now about how they're going to do it. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
We do not have Donald Harris. Nope, he is not kicking this time.
Nope, number 21 is kicking, who's not on the roster. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, but
I'd back them up. I'd make them kick it again.
I believe they might have to because I believe they're cross sides. I have to kick this one again. And
I missed the flag on that one. If he kicks it out of bounds, I'd make him kick it again.
Yeah, just keep on backing him up.
I just keep backing him up.
This time they will kick from the 35.
You know, Shanks had a 35, 40-yard return last time. So back him up, make him kick it again. I see the flag now. It's over on the far side.
24-20 is your score. Lions lead by a slim 4-point margin over the Jeff Davis Vols. And again, this kick is going to be returnable. Blue picks it up on the hop at the 25-yard line, up the field to the 35.
Yeah.
And they'll have the Lions will take over at the 36-yard line.
Ran out of room right there. He had nowhere to go. If he could have caught that ball, I don't know. If he could have caught it in the air, he might could have got to that seam a little quicker. But when it hit the ground, the Jeff Davis guys are coming down the field pretty fast.
Lions might try to use a little tempo here. They're coming to the line pretty quickly. Cam Richardson has got to get this offense sparked up again. Hasn't had a whole lot of success outside the first 2.5 minutes of the opening quarter.
Going with the tight end set.
Shanks over on the far side. Parker on the near. And here is Parks with the carry, trying to get to the outside, and he won't get there. He's going to lose a yard. Back to the 35-yard line. And flags are down.
Got to be a hold.
We'll wait and see what this flag is. Whitecap yet to make a signal. Now he will. Personal foul. Horse collar tackle against the Vols.
Okay, I didn't see that.
There's several horse collars that have been called tonight in a pile.
Well, my assumption was where the flag was, it had to. That's normally a hold.
Normally. But nothing normal about tonight.
9 out of 7 times, that's a hold.
1st and 10 Lions from the 50. Going under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Lions holding a 24-20 advantage over the Vols, who have outscored us 20-10 since the 9:47 mark in the opening quarter.
Yep.
Rich, play action, skips it out to Callan, incomplete. Left it a little high for him.
That might have been the first bad pass he's thrown.
Might be.
I don't know if it just slipped out or what, but anyway, nobody had a chance to catch that one.
No. 2nd and 10 from the 50 as Arrington now checks in. We'll see Studdard checking out. Parks and Arrington in together right now.
Yeah, going to hit that 2-back set. So,
and looking for some max protection for Richardson here. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Lions needing to get back on the board here. Richardson rolls to his right, looking to throw. Now sets up and delivers it incomplete.
Intended for Shanks, but he didn't have a chance to get it.
That was well over his head.
3rd and 10. He had all day to throw that one, too. You were right with the max protect right there.
This is a very important down coming up for the Lions. They need to keep this ball.
Yeah.
Clock stopped with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the third.
Play clock on the move.
Play clock down to 10. Lions just now coming to the line. They'll put 2 receivers to either side, along with Parks in the backfield of Richardson. He wants to throw. Jeff Davis bringing the house. Richardson slips out of tackle. He falls down at the 45-yard line, and the Lions will have to punt it away back to the Vols.
They brought 6. We had 6 to block. And we just could not. We couldn't keep them out. Forced him into a bad situation.
Starting to feel a little pressure now, Donnie.
Yep.
As we approach 5 minutes to play. And Turner Walker set the punt away from his own 30-yard line. Tayshawn Denard up. Back to receive. Walker Gets this one away, and it's a nice punt. He hit a big one, and it takes a down, and it falls down on it at the 11-yard line. Does the return man, and now pins the Vols deep. Great punt by Turner Walker.
Yes, it was.
Very nice punt. Don't let mosquitoes ruin your outdoor fun. Let Aero Pest Control get rid of mosquitoes on your property. Call Aero Pest Control at 365-4610. Ask them about mosquito control. For over 50 years, the best shot at pest control is Aero Pest Control.
I'm trying to do the math here. He kicked that thing, well, the ball was at the 45, and he has, let's see, 5, gets him to the 50. And where is it, on the 11?
On the 11.
Oh, that'd be, yeah, good little punt. Too much math for me.
Yeah, just call it a long one. 50 plus.
50 plus. No. 40. I don't know, but Prattville just called timeout for.
They want to talk this over.
Yeah.
Donnie, there's a great event coming up next Saturday at the Y. Can you guess what it is?
Let's see. The Great Grits Cook-Off.
Yes, indeed. The YMCA, the Prattville YMCA Great Grits Cook-Off at the Bradford YMCA on McQueen Smith Road. This is one of the premier events of the fall in Prattville. It's become that. Chefs from all over the region, all over the state, descend on the Prattville YMCA
sports
fields, and there is just nothing short of exquisite grits recipes from all over the state, along with vendors and live music. $5 gets you a wristband for all you can eat grits and enjoy the whole day. You will not want to miss this. Next Saturday, what, it starts at 9 o'clock? Is it 9?
I'm not sure. It is the place to be, though.
Yes, it is. First and 10 Vols from their 11-yard line. 4:50 to play in the third quarter, and here is Harris, and he's going to call his own number again, and Harris is loose again across the 25 to the 30-yard line.
We don't have an answer for Donald Harris right now.
No, he's doing whatever he wants to right now.
And haven't had one for a while.
I was corrected by the HR director for the Prattville YMCA, Jennifer Barrett, who tells me it's 9 to 12 for the Grits Cook-Off. 9 a.m. to noon next Saturday.
I just heard that Coach's Q will be doing the Grits Cook-Off.
Well, they'll be a tough out next Saturday.
Ha ha. I'm looking forward to some of them barbecue grits.
First and 10 Vols from their 27-yard line. Here's an end around give to Stinson, I should say. He cuts it back inside, and he's taken down after a 1-yard pickup to the 30-yard line.
Carmelo Jones in on the stop.
Big knock by Mello as we roll under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And the suddenly very dangerous Vols offense has a second down and 8 from their 30-yard line.
Donald Harris left the game.
Harris out momentarily. No, he's in.
Is he? Oh, I see him now.
He is at the quarterback.
Thought he went back out to get another kryptonite bomb or something.
And he's going to call his own number again. This time, Kotry wrestles him down in the backfield.
Ooh, that was a big stop.
Yeah, for a loss of about 1. They're going to have to find a way to wrangle that guy up, and they wrangled him right there. Third down and 9 coming up for the Vols from their 30-yard line. And we have not seen the Vols punt tonight yet.
Nope.
It'd be nice to force it right here.
It would be nice. Their special teams has not been anything impressive yet, but who knows?
We'll hope we can force the issue here as Harris brings his troops into a spread-out formation here. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, and he's got his man Caldwell flanked to the right.
We're fixing to get to delay a game. Got it. Unless he called timeout. He got the timeout. Man.
We'll take a 30-second break as they take a timeout. Lions football continues right after this.
Ask yourself these questions.
Before you buy your next new vehicle, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices on pre-owned vehicles, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
I'm Brad at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. To find your next car, truck, or SUV, visit us at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices and huge inventory, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Be sure to like our Larry Puckett Chevrolet Facebook page. Who knows, you could be our next winner.
Save time and save money at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
WDXX Selma Prattville, home of Larry Puckett Chevrolet. Prattville and Puckett, a winning combination.
3rd and 8 for the Vols from their 30-yard line. 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. Coming out of the timeout, Prattville leading 24-20 over the Vols. And here is Harris. He's going to call his own number again. He's in some trouble.
Got it.
And he is down. Jadarius Fitz takes him down at the 28-yard line. And a punting situation now coming up for the Vols,
Well,
if we can just mind our manners.
Maybe. Well, they may go for it. If Donald Harris lines up at the punter spot.
Watch it.
Yeah. All right, but he's not back there right now.
Now we got number 14 back there now, who is not on the roster. Jess Jefferson.
Reggie Roby.
And now stoppage in play.
As Prattville had to call timeout.
Yeah, Prattville had about 62 men on the field.
Because they were not sure that they weren't going to go for it either.
Wow, well, you can't be too sure with these guys.
No.
D&J Auto Plus. Check out Phil and his great staff. They specialize in service and fast hydraulic hose repair and the best aftermarket parts for your vehicles. Don't spend a fortune on these auto parts and repairs. Go shop D&J Auto Plus right here in Prattville. And after you get your car fixed, so why don't you settle in for a nice dinner with U.S. farm-raised catfish.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Look for that U.S. farm-raised label and support the great catfish farmers right here in Alabama, right here on the red clay. If you're not eating U.S. farm-raised catfish, you're some kind of commie pinko eating Mekong Delta catfish and supporting a Chinese agenda, and you don't want that.
Because if it ain't U.S. farm-raised catfish,
it's crap.
It's crap.
It is garbage, and you don't want it.
You don't want to eat that mess.
Yeah, rant over about the catfish. 4th and 9, and a punting situation. They do punt it away, and it is a little rolling punt that Cam Shanks has to let roll down to the 26-yard line.
Wow.
In the air for about 20 yards and on the ground for another 25.
For another 25, yep.
So we do force a first punt for Jeff Davis tonight with 1:43 to play. The Lions holding a 24-20 advantage.
All right. Let's see if we got the cobwebs knocked out from that last series.
Boy, rough last series for the Lions. They've got to have some big play, some kind of spark to motivate these kids to come off the deck and finish this team off.
The only positive play we had was the penalty.
That's right. 1st and 10 we go from the 27. Parks with a carry up the middle with room. Parks across the 35 to the 40s. Dragging tacklers across the 45. Still on his feet. Parks to the 50-yard line. 23 yards on the run by Mario Parks.
That a boy.
That's a big man run right there.
That's a spark right there. We got a volunteer down on the ground.
Injured volunteer at the midfield stripe. While they're tending to him, I'll tell you about Prattville Pickers. Over 100,000 square feet of everything from jellies and jams to neon bar signs and Persian rugs. Prattville Pickers is home to the Depot Furniture Gallery, which has the largest selection of rustic solid wood furniture in the river region. And also, my good neighbor Katrina McLeod has a booth there that she sells a lot of furniture out of.
Wow.
And clothes. So check them out. I mean,
we were in there, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and I saw one of those, I guess they call it live-in tables or something that they, and that thing was beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing what these artisans can do and what they produce at Prattville Pickers. The most unique stuff you're going to find.
Yeah, and just I like just walk around and look at the stuff. You see things from the 80s and and the 60s and
8-track tapes. 1st and 10 Lions from the 50. Clock at 1:17 and rolling here in the third quarter. Parks with the call again, trying to find a hole. Squirts ahead across the 50 down to the 45-yard line. Patient running by Parks right there.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say that was a busted play, but everybody kind of were looking around at one another.
Report from Dothan, 8:48 left in the third quarter. Enterprise 36, Dothan 14. Makes you wonder how we ever lost to the Wolves.
I have an idea. I wasn't here, but from listening to y'all on the radio on the way back, I have an idea.
2nd and 4, Lions from the Vols 43-yard line. Parks puts his head down, tries to pick up some more. He'll pick up about a yard to the 42 before he stopped and set up a third down.
Yeah, we've hit that thing in the middle 3 times in a row. So let's look for some.
No gain on the play, actually. 3rd and 4 from the Vols 44. Go the Lions. Game clock down to 6, and now 5, 4, and 3.
I'd let this one run out.
And they do.
Yeah.
Third quarter of play in the books. Your score, Prattville 24, Vols 20. We'll take a 1-minute break. Lions football continues right after this.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
Hun, those ribs ready?
No. Ribs, better with Pepsi.
Hey folks, this is Tammy Burkhalter at Prattville Farm Center, and did you know there's all kind of dogs that we can feed, like sleeping dog, hot dog, creek dog, swimming dog, hunting dog, shaggy dog, lap dog, window dog, riding dog, hiding dogs, puppy dog, standing dog, hat dog, cozy dog, family dog, even a dancing dog, man. So come see us at 1154 South Memorial Drive in Prattville, and we can even feed your kitty cat too.
Fourth quarter of play about to get underway here in the jungle in an all-important must-win game for these Prattville Lions, and they are in a fight tonight. 24-20 Lions over the Vols as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 3rd and 4 Lions from the Vols 44. Cam Richardson loads up the shotgun and wants to throw. Looking downfield, setting up and throwing it deep.
Oh, there's pass interference.
There must be pass interference called as KJ Blue was manhandled at the 15-yard line. Jeff Davis may have bailed us out right there.
Yes, I think they did. KJ had double coverage on him, and the guy that was trailing just shoved him. So thank you.
Pass interference on the Vols will put us down to the 29-yard line on 1st and 10. Our deepest penetration of the second half so far against this Jeff Davis defense that has been shooting in the dark but hitting the right calls so far. And here's Cam Richardson and a give to Parks up the middle, finds a little hole and drags tacklers again to the 21-yard line. And Mario Parks is really putting on a tough man show right now. He is just really putting in the work right now. Hard yards.
He is pounding that thing hard right now.
7-yard pickup for Parks right there. 2nd and 3 from just outside the 22-yard line. Lions trying to get in that Vol red zone. 11:23 remaining in the game. Clock on the move. Lions lead by 4. As Rich looks to the side, play clock down to 8 now. 4 receivers in the set, and he wants to throw it. Looking downfield now, firing it up, looking for Studdard down there, and overthrows Studdard, angling toward the pylon, and incomplete it goes. 3rd and 3 coming up. Rich just been a hair off in the second half.
Yep. He rushed that one. He had Jack, and he could have, I don't know, took a little bit off of that one. Studdard would have pulled that one down on the top of the E.
3rd and 3 they go. Ball at the Vols 22-yard line. Lions trying to keep this drive alive.
They're blitzing.
They give it to Parks. Parks trying to get to the edge. Parks will have his first down across the 20 to the 18-yard line. Tripped up by Rayshawn Reynolds.
We caught him right that time, Will. They were blitzed in the middle, and we had run a little counter play, and give a credit to the center, and I think there's Garrett Mitchell in there. 74 did a good job of picking that up, allowed those 2 pulling guys to get outside. Just enough for Mario to get to that first down.
1st and 10 Lions from the Vols 18-yard line in the Larry Puckett red zone here. And here is a give play action to Parks. Seegers can't quite pull it down in the flat, and incomplete it goes.
That was hot. Probably a good job, a good thing that he let it go, because he may have been tackled for a loss.
Could have been.
That was a long, well, wasn't really a long throw. It was an awkward angle for Colin.
2nd and 10 now for the Lions. Inside the red zone at the Jeff Davis 18-yard line. 10:31 to play in the game. Lions lead it by 4. Would love to see him put it in the end zone here. And now Blue comes in motion. Rich wants to pass, sets up the screen. He's got Parks at the 10, Parks at the 5, and he goes in the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville. Mario Parks. And boy, is that a sight for sore eyes, Donnie.
Yes, it was. That's a great block by Calvin Parker out there. There was one defender. Calvin Parker had him locked up. Turns him to the outside. Mario cuts the thing to the inside. It was beautiful.
Good old Beatty. Maybe that'll spark this offense to come alive and put a couple more on the board and put some distance between the Lions and the Vols. 30-20 your score now. Wildman snaps. Richardson holds. Montgomery puts it through. Lions 31, Vols 20. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Ashley Kaiser.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
10:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. The Lions answer back the Jeff Davis Vols rally. 31-20 your score now. Mario Parks picks up a screen pass from Cam Richardson and rumbles into the end zone from the 10-yard line. And guess what? We are joined by the 12th leading scorer in Division I college football right now.
Exactly.
Former Lion great, now SMU great. The starting kicker for the SMU Mustangs, Colin Rogers, up in here. Colin, thanks for coming up this weekend.
Thanks for having me, Phil.
Man, we are so proud to have you. So proud to see what you're doing at SMU. Tell us a little bit about your experience so far at SMU.
It's just business.
It's
a business. It's not like high school. It's business job. 6:30 to 8 job now.
Wow. Montgomery kicks this one away and brought back to the 45-yard line by the Vols. And Colin, I know you're watching what's happening out here, and does this make you miss the high school days?
It does. You just miss the experience and being part of high school, playing for your hometown. You never can recreate that. I mean, college is kind of like that, but not really. You're playing for the kids that are in front of the people that you grew up with, so it's kind of different.
Well, yeah, I guess you look up in the stands and you know most of the people.
Yeah.
I imagine when you look up in the stands now, you just kind of looking.
Here's a give on first down to Johnson. Johnson carries to the 49-yard line. He'll pick up 5 yards on first down. And Colin, you watching this game tonight? You know, you normally would what looked like could have been a blowout early, and this Jeff Davis team is resilient.
Yeah, I mean, number 2 is just.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty just. He's slippery.
Yeah, slippery.
False start.
So tell us a little bit about the experience of living in Dallas.
So it's not what I expected at all when I thought about when I was going to SMU. It's like living in. You're literally in the middle of the city. Like
yeah.
It's nothing like Auburn or Tuscaloosa. It's
big city living.
It's big city living. Like you have the campus and then nothing else, just the city.
Uh-oh, trouble here. Fumble on the play. Ball is loose, and it goes out of bounds. But it's going to be a big loss for the Vols right there as Harris wanted to pass it and had it knocked out of his hands, and it goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And it's a 9-yard loss for the Vols right there. It'll be 3rd down and 19.
Harris is hobbling as well. Once again, he has turned that ankle again, I believe.
He's beat up. I mean, he has run the ball or passed the ball on just about every play tonight.
Yep, and he's down.
He's going to sit down. Well, Colin, you are the 12th leading scorer in college football right now as a freshman place kicker. Could you have imagined this when you were leaving Prattville last year?
No, and I missed a field goal against Maryland.
Yeah, we all know about that. We all saw it. We're all very disappointed.
I texted my dad after that game, and he goes, I was like, man, I should not have missed that field goal. And he was talking to me, and he's like, dude, if I would have told you that you're 5 for 6 as a true freshman in your first 3 games, you would have said yes.
Yeah, you would have took it.
And now you are what, 8 of 9?
7 for 8.
7 for 8.
Yes, sir.
Now, your dad told me you're 8 or 9. So I guess he's not keeping up the stats as good as I thought he was.
We were on television the other night. We flipped over there, and I was like, it's my boy. So
Donnie takes credit for all your success.
Exactly, because who brought him out to kick? At what was it? It was a TCB.
It was a TCB. I won $150 that day.
A TCB, and we put a ball out there, and we're like, all right, Colin, kick this field goal, and you're going to get paid.
3rd and 19 coming up for the Vols from their own 35-yard line. And it's Simpson to drop back the pass, looking downfield and throwing it deep. This ball is incomplete. Falls harmlessly to the turf, and get off of him. Don't do anything stupid.
Help him up.
And there goes a flag.
There it is.
There's a flag.
Gosh.
Oh, my goodness. We had the play over. It was about to be 4th and 19. It was about to be 4th and 19. The play was over for seconds, and we got chippy, and they're going to get us for 15 yards. It won't be a first down, but it'll be a 4th and manageable for the Vols coming up. So, unsportsmanlike against the Lions. Yep.
Offsetting?
Oh, they're going to offset them. They're going to offset them. Whoa, dodged a bullet there, and now it's 4th and 19.
Yeah, but we still shouldn't have been in that situation.
Well, Colin, man, I just got to tell you, we are just so stinking proud of you and all the things you're doing. Your dad just beams ear to ear every time I see him when he talks about you. We all do, because you're the all-time record holder in longest field goal here at Prattville High School, and I'm sure soon you'll be the record holder at SMU. Maybe in all of college football.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story real quick. So Brian Egan,
heard of him?
Yeah,
legend, as you could say.
Yeah.
He lives in Dallas.
Yeah.
He comes and visits SMU. Come see me and come help out. Every time I see him, I tell him, "How does it feel to be in front of the best Prattville kicker?"
Yes.
And he every time he hits me with the same thing. He goes, "But did you kick in the state championship?" That's what he tells me every time.
Man. Well, he's got a point. Have you broken a kid's nose with a soccer ball?
I have not.
Because Brian Egan has.
Yeah, he tells me he tries to pull the big linebacker card, but I just tell him, I just be like, yeah, but I broke your field goal record.
He'll break your nose.
You hold it, and he cannot challenge it.
No, he cannot.
Well, a 4th and 19 situation for the Vols here, and they've got their punting unit out on the field with 9:20 to play. Watch out for the fake here, and they do actually punt it away, and it sails over the head of Braggs, and Braggs fields it at the 25-yard line very dangerously.
That was gutsy.
That was gutsy, but he does kill it at the 26.
He did, and had he not, that thing might have rolled down to about the 10.
Well, Colin, I know you've got things to do this weekend. You got a lot of people that want to see you, and we're happy that you came up here to spend some time with us. Now, you come, flying in from Dallas, how do you get here? You just fly straight to Montgomery? You got to go through ATL?
Straight to Montgomery, out of DFW. This is my 2nd flight in the past 2 days.
Heard the last one was a little rough.
Yeah, got in, I got in at 4 on Thursday, 4 a.m.
No problem.
And then I had 3 classes and 2 exams.
And they expect you to be there.
Yeah, and I was there.
And if you're not, they get a little angry, don't they?
They do.
From the 26, here's a give to Parks, trying to get to the outside. It's Arrington. I take that back. Arrington gets out to the 30-yard line, stays in bounds, keeps the clock moving, under 9 minutes to play. He picks up 4 yards.
I'll tell you, your sister's proud of you, too.
Yeah, she enjoys coming to the games.
She does, and she tells me all about it. Caroline, she runs things at the junior high as far as sports medicine goes.
At the Rogers household too.
Does she?
I saw Donnie yell at her last night for not having water in the huddle.
Yeah, she gave me that. She gave me that stink eye.
Oh yeah, she's
pretty good at that.
Yeah, she's good at that.
2nd and 5 lines from 34. Here's Arrington again. Arrington hit at the line and falls forward to the 39-yard line. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down, 3rd and 1.
Good job of picking up the blitz again that time. It was over on the left side. Couldn't quite tell who the number was.
3rd and call it 2 from just inside our own 35-yard line. 35-yard line, yeah. Richardson looks to the sideline for a fresh set. Play clock at 16. Game clock approaching 8 minutes here.
I believe that was Big Gabe Adams.
Rich has it, puts it in the belly of Arrington. Arrington hitting the backfield.
Not gonna get it.
Not gonna get it. 4:27 left in the 3rd quarter over at Dothan. Enterprise extends their lead 44-21 over the Wolves. And here on the turf at Stanley Jensen, there's a flag.
We'll have to run. But
Colin Rogers, man, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank y'all.
Have a great weekend and safe travels back to Dallas.
Yes, sir. Go Lions.
There he is, folks. The all-time leading record holder of field goals and the 12th leading scorer in Division I college football, Colin Rogers.
Personal foul against Prattville.
Well, there's a shocker.
We got one on offense now.
That is now 690 yards in personal fouls.
And
almost an entire football field in after the play garbage. That's disappointing.
Coach Wallace got his explanation.
4th down at the 19.
We're going to have to kick this one out.
On comes Turner Walker. 7:47 to play in the game. Lions up 31-20 and getting ready to give the ball back to the Jeff Davis Vols. Heels down around the 45-yard line is the return man at his own 45. Walker has it. Snap from Wildman. It's a shanked punt from Walker, and it's going to go out of bounds at around the Prattville 45-yard line. So with 7:34 to play in the game, it'll be 1st and 10 Vols from our 46. Lions holding an 11-point advantage.
Oh, man.
You know, had a chance to deliver what may possibly a knockout blow right there. And
could have, and we couldn't get it.
We can't get out of our own way.
Nope.
Clanton Tractor is Central Alabama's #1 Kubota dealer. The Bates family does everything right at Clanton Tractor, from the lowest prices on Kubota parts and tractors to the best customer service you'll find. That mean Kubota machine at Clanton Tractor. 1st and 10 Vols now from our 46.
Guess who's lined up at quarterback?
I'm going to guess Donald Harris.
You would be correct.
Would have guessed correctly. As the refs break the huddle, they're ready to continue play now. The Vols operate from our 46-yard line. Lines up at 11. 7.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Harris with the shotgun and little razzle-dazzle double reverse here, and some room to run for Stinson, but the Lions cover it quickly. 1 yard gain out to the down to the 45-yard line. He is stood up by Jadarius Fitz and company over there.
Good job of sniffing that one out, and I believe he may be shaking up on the play. Nope, he got up.
He's taking his helmet off so he can call for a play.
That's it.
See, Coach, I lost my helmet. I got to come out.
My helmet came off, Coach. That hurt.
All right, 2nd and 9 now for the Vols. Ball resting just inside the Lions' 45-yard line. Not quite to the 44. Why did the play clock stop? There, now it's running again.
It's
the game
6,
clock, I should say.
And Harris is lined up at receiver.
Simpson, German at the quarterback. He's going to run it himself, but he's going to be wrestled down by Jadarius Fitz back at the 49-yard line.
Big play. Now get up, get up.
That's a big loss. That's a 5-yard loss right there.
Every bit of that.
It's going to be 3rd down and 15 now for the Vols back at their own 49 as we approach 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Lions holding that 31-20 advantage. Now, German back at quarterback in the shotgun, and he wants to throw it. Looking downfield and throwing it deep. Thrown into coverage, and it is intercepted by Zay Parrish.
Zay Parrish got him another one.
Another interception. He is an intercepting machine, Zay Parrish. That's one in the last 3 games.
Last 3 games, that's correct. And last week's broke up a pass and then picked it off on the next series.
Yes, he did. At about the same spot, he picked it off right there. Picked it off
at the same spot.
At the 17-yard line. So with 5:57 left in the game, Lions lead at 31-20. And they'll have it 1st and 10.
At the 12.
The 12, that's correct. Enterprise pouring it on both of them now. Almost into the 4th quarter. 1:07 to play in the 3rd. Enterprise 51, Wolves 21.
Wow.
Well, that adds insult to injury, but we need that win.
We do.
Rich, 1st and 10 from the 12. Leads the Lions out there, and the give is to Parks. And Parks breaks through, and he's got room. 30, 35, 40. Mario Parks at the 50, and he steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
He was gone.
He had turned on those Parks jets, and he was gonna take it, but he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
But gets us out of the hole.
I actually thought the hole was more in the middle, and he bounced that thing out there. And, man, he shot out of there like he was shot out of a cannon. He just hadn't seen that speed for Mario.
29 yards on the pickup by Parks. And now 1st and 10 Lions from our 41-yard line. Clock stopped with 5:48 to play. Rich has it. Gives it up to Parks again. Parks up the middle. He gets out to the 45-yard line. 4-yard pickup for Mario.
Tell you what, Mario, he's got to be pushing that hundo mark right now.
Got to be. He's going to come out. He's a little bit gassed right now. And Arrington will check in.
I'd like to see him break one for about 65 right here.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Nah. I'd feel a whole lot better.
Play clock at 5:13 and counting. Game clock, play clock at 10. Game clock at 5:10 and counting. Richardson loads up the shotgun again, and this time they give us to Arrington, going right up the middle again. And the ball is loose. Arrington fumbles, and don't know who's recovered it yet. The Vols have. Yep. The Vols recovered it at the 50. Man,
that hurt.
Clock stops with 4:59, and the Vols take over. Lions ahead in the turnover, but that's the first turnover for the Lions tonight. They've forced 2 interceptions.
Yep.
But now that's a critical point right now where you could have 2 situations where we could have really put this game away and letting the Vols hang around.
Well, up by 11 with, what'd you say, 4:53?
4:59. What was that, 4:53?
I got to look over at the television. I forgot.
4:59. 5 minutes to play in the ball game. So, it is Savion German coming on at the quarterback.
And Donald Harris. Nope.
Donald Harris is in the backfield with him. He'll come set to the left side. And German gives to Harris. Harris taken down at the 49-yard line. No gain on the play. Everybody run away. Get away. Get away. Luke Gordon on the stop. Carmelo Smith as well. The final from over Wetumpka. Carver 33, Wetumpka 13. Oh,
man.
That's too bad for them guys. Pretty strong Carver team this year. 2nd and 10 now for the Vols from their 49-yard line. German rolls out and wants to pass. Slips out of a tackle. Can't get out of the rest of it. Mello and company, along with Sam Payne over there, takes him down for no gain.
Yep.
It's 3rd and 10. Clock on the move is going to go under 4 minutes for the next snap. 3rd and 10.
Big play if we don't do anything stupid right here.
Lions lead at 31-20 with 4 minutes to play in the game. 3rd and 10 for the Vols from just inside their side of the 50. Low snap. German picks it up and throws it, and it is caught and out of bounds at the 44-yard line of Prattville.
Incomplete.
Oh, they're going to say complete. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. He caught it out of bounds.
Caught it out of bounds. So now 4th and 10 for the Vols, and they're going to go for it right here, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would.
Well, 2-possession game. You're at the 50. You may as well.
I went. What I?
The analytics say go for it.
Yeah. 4th and 7 last night from a mile, I think 35, and I had to go for it.
You did.
We got 6. We didn't quite get that 7th.
Oh, but it was close. 4th and 10 Vols from the 49-yard line. German wants to pass. Under some pressure. Steps out of trouble, but can't get out of all of it. We got him. Flags are down.
It's got to be a hold.
But Whit Rollinson pulls him down to the 45-yard line. And while flags are down, this could be a turnover on downs if it's a holding call. But don't,
unless you get a face mask call.
But don't hold your breath yet.
I'm gonna wait.
The Whitecap getting ready to make a call. Personal foul, face mask against the Lions. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
It wasn't on the tackle, Donnie.
No, it wasn't on the tackle.
It was not on the tackle.
Unless it was hands to the face by one of our defenders that were rushing.
Oh, my goodness. Now 105 yards in personal foul penalties tonight against the Lions. 105 yards assessed in personal foul penalties against the Lions. 3:35, clock on the move, rest here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 Vols from our 38. And the ball gets snapped backwards past the quarterback. He's got to fall on it back at the Vols' 48-yard line, and that's a break.
Wise coach once told me the ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
So that 15-yard face mask penalty
just got offset by a bad snap.
Just took them back about 15 more yards.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 23 from the Jeff Davis 49, and here is Harris on the direct snap trying to get to the outside. Luke Gordon wrestles him down along with
another flag.
There's a flag down.
And another flag.
And there should be one right there.
There's 3.
Jadarius Fitz along with Sam Payne teaming up with Luke Gordon on the stop over there.
There are 3 flags.
And
There's
here comes
4th.
a 4th flag. I can't tell who's more sensitive. And here goes a 5th
somebody
flag.
just got ejected. 52, I believe, from
Referees
Jeff
are
Davis.
throwing clothes off. There's a hat thrown. It's going to take about 10 minutes to sort this out.
Yeah.
You know what they need right now? Good math skills. You know where you can get that? Central Alabama Community College.
They're going to need it.
Right? You like that segue? That was smooth and seamless.
All right. Before you do this, let's look.
All right. Holding against Jeff Davis. All right. And then dead ball. Personal foul against Jeff Davis.
All right.
That's 25. Personal foul unsportsmanlike against Jeff Davis. That's
15 more.
That's a 40-yard penalty.
It should very well be.
Yeah. Two personal fouls and a hold.
and dead ball.
And they all count.
Yep. You're going to get every one of those.
That's 40 yards on the play, and if you want to know where that goes from the 49, you need Central Alabama Community College and their math department. Check out their new huge campus right here in Prattville. Central Alabama Community College, central to your success. And what is not central to your success is personal fouls. It will kill you every time. And for the first time tonight, the personal fouls are not going against the Lions.
Nope.
Hey, Will, I want to get a quick shout-out. Good friend of ours, the voice of the Thompson Warriors.
Jerry Young.
Jerry Young. They played last night, so he's got us tuned in tonight. He said he's got to listen to some quality announcers that are just on the same level as he is.
Wow.
Wow, that's high praise coming from Jerry Young.
He's got to be talking about Will.
Well, he's definitely not talking about me. He's probably talking about you.
I don't know.
You're the most colorful color guy we've had in quite a while.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
And the first one without a lisp in a while.
maybe Mills will buy our supper tonight. Who knows?
Well, that would be something, wouldn't
that be great if Mills bought our supper tonight?
Road trips only. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Well, this is a road trip to the Bees here in about 5 minutes.
Well, or 2.5 hours, depends.
All right, check it out. It's 3rd down and 62 for the Vols from just inside the 10-yard line.
They've got to go to the 31-yard line.
No, they got to get to the 29.
The 29-yard line.
It's going to be tough, but Donald Harris has the capability to do it.
I'm going to watch Donald Harris and nobody else on the field right
Lions got 2 safeties back, 20 yards. Low snap, picked up and taken down in the backfield.
Nope, they're going to get him at about the 1.
They're going to take him down at the 1-yard line. Number 23 dropped for a big loss. Tice Cottrey wrestled him down, immediately got away from him, which is the right thing to do.
All right, they gave him the 3.
It will now be 4th and 70.
They got a punt from out of their the back of their end zone.
On 4th and 69.
You don't see that a lot.
It's 4th and 69.
Somebody needs to take a picture of that, Milton.
It just looks goofy out there.
Well, their punter's not going to be heels down on the back line because he only got back about 8 yards the last time they punted. So he is, I mean, he's like on the top of the tee. He's not even on the top of the tee in Prattville.
Line's not putting anybody deep. They've got Braggs and Scooter Wallace at deep safety around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You have to kick this ball.
2:05 to play in the ball game. Line's up 31-20.
Just don't go after it, whatever you do.
On a 4th and 69 from the Vols' 3-yard line. The punt is away.
And it is like a Prattville bounce.
End-over-end punt that takes a Prattville spike at the 37-yard line of JD. A minute 55 to play, and Prattville now can put this one away with a couple first downs and lead 31-20 in a 4th and 69. I think they might have found their new punter right there.
I was fixing to say 16. Probably couldn't throw it that far, but he just kicked it up in the stands as he kicked it back to the sideline.
Rayshawn Reynolds just punted it across the field about 65 yards.
I think he kicked off one time tonight.
That was kickoff by committee by the Vols tonight. So now the Lions take over at their own at the Vols' 38-yard line. Lions forced a 4th and 69.
I've never seen it.
It's got to be a first.
I've never seen it.
And Richardson will go into the V formation here. Under center, drops down to a knee.
We moved.
There is a flag. We moved on a victory formation.
We moved in the victory formation. Wait.
Maybe we didn't. Yeah, false start. Lions call for a false start. We all thought they did it. I guess we was wrong. But that stops the clock with a minute 50 to play. Well, so far, our victory formation ran a second off the clock. First and 15.
All right, good. Let's run a play.
First and 15 back at the 43-yard line of Jeff Davis.
Throw it to Shanks. He's got single coverage.
Here's Rich. He gives it up to Parks. Parks up the middle. Has 5, has 10. He's loose. He's gone to the house. Parks, 5. Parks in the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville. 43 yards. And Parks well over the 100-yard mark for the night. And Prattville extends their lead 37-20 over the Vols.
They just would have just left it alone.
Could have left it alone.
Could have left it alone.
But you couldn't leave it alone, could you?
The ball don't lie.
That's right. The phrase that pays tonight. 4th and 69.
4th and 69. The ball don't lie. I was reading Montgomery this one-step kick here.
Wildman to Richardson to Montgomery, and it's good. 38-20 your score now with a minute 37 to play. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
The folks at Jones Drug are proud to say they're locally owned and a family-owned pharmacy, and no one cares for you more than your neighbors at Jones Drug. Buying local from Jones Drug means your money stays in your community, making local organizations even stronger.
Hey folks, this is James Jones, owner and pharmacist of Jones Drugs in Prattville, Millbrook, Greenville, Montgomery. Since 1996, the Jones family has been proud to serve the area and has always taken pride in service to our customers. Come let us show you how we can be your health partner and not just a pill store.
Oswald's is your Southern Lifestyle store in Prattville on Fairview Avenue. And for the latest apparel and footwear and all your Auburn and Alabama gear for tailgate season, you got to check them out. Oswald's, your Southern Lifestyle store. And if you want something to accessorize with that, you go to Brown Jewelry. Check out the website at brownjewelry.com. And don't forget about their price match guarantee. Brown Jewelry, they're on Main Street in Prattville. Minute 37 to play here in Stanley Jensen. Lions now lead at 38-20 over the Vols.
They'll match your price and then do you a little better. Told you about our little necklace fiasco.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love some Brian jewelry. Reed Montgomery kicks it away, and he's going to pooch it up, and it's going to take it's going to be downed at the 40-yard line. Just about got over the head of the first line there, but he pulled it down. So with a minute 35, and I believe no timeouts left. Says 2.
Says they have 2, but
I just don't believe they do. They took a few of them already.
I know they called. Well, I know they called one for a personnel change to avoid a delay of game.
Yeah.
I know they used all 3 in the first half for that very reason. So maybe they've only done 1 in the second half, and I don't know. I think they just have people lay down
if they need to stop the clock.
Yeah, when they're hurt.
All right, minute 35 to play. The Vols are kind of, sort of coming back out on the field. This is something weird is happening right now. They're just kind of like the coaches are yelling, and
I can't figure out where that smoke is coming from. Are we shooting off a cannon or something that I don't see?
I'm not sure, but something keeps something's being shot off from the corner over there every time we score.
Because there's this white smoke that
maybe it's a ghost. We are getting close to Halloween, you know.
We are.
All right. We're getting ready to run a play at last. 1st and 10 Vols from their 40-yard line. Minute 36. Lions just need to hold them out for one more series. They lead 38-20. German hands off to Stinson. Stinson hit and dropped at the 41. Whit Rawlinson and company. I believe a punch was thrown right there on Luke Gordon.
I think so, but Luke Gordon just got up and walked back to the middle.
63 from Desmond Thomas, the freshman. Took a shot at Luke Gordon, but no harm, no foul, I guess.
But he hit him in the helmet.
Yeah, he did hit him in the helmet.
Best place to hit
the back of the helmet, too. 2nd and 8 from the 42 go the Vols, and here's Johnson with the carry, and he's going to get ahead to the 47-yard line, 48, short of the first down.
Like Sam Payne and Wendeldrick.
Or as Chip Powell would say, Wendrelic.
Wendrelic Rawlinson.
50 ticks left in the game, clock on the move. Lions are going to win this one. 3rd down and 4 for the Vols from the 47. And here is Johnson with the carry, and he is hit hard.
Hard
by Carmelo. Carmelo and Fats over there teaming up for the stop. He picks up a 1st down at the Lions 48, but he paid a price for that one.
Hey, you know who the happiest guy in the booth is right now?
Who's that?
Stacy Mills.
He's a happy dude right now.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because where are we going next week?
We're going to Lee. We're going to Crampton Bowl.
And what does the trip to Crampton Bowl mean?
That equates to Chris's hot dogs.
That's Chris's hot dogs next Thursday. He's so excited.
Here's a hot take. Here's a hot take for the group, and I mean this divisively. I don't think Chris's hot dogs is very good. That got Mills' attention quick.
You're fired.
And the former play-by-play guy from Prattville has been thrown out the window.
Well, look at Mills. He doesn't think that's very funny.
No, he's not smiling or nothing.
You know what Monday is, though?
What's that?
Is it free
Columbus
Christmas hot
Day?
dogs?
It's Columbus Day.
That is the eve of the greatest holiday of all.
What, Miller's birthday?
Correct. So
play clock down to 4. Last play of the game here.
I expect to be treated for Chris's hot dogs.
It's an away game. You're buying.
Uncle Mike will do it. That's the end of the ball game. We finally wrap it up. Lions 38, Vols 20. Lions roll to 5-2 on the season and 3-2 in region play. It sets up a very important game next Thursday night at Crampton Bowl against the Lee Generals, and then the Amen Corner.
And then buddy.
We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap it up. Your Lions are victorious on homecoming night, 38-20 over the Vols. We'll be right back.
It's a long pass down the amazing aisles at Prattville Pickers. It's a great catch, showing thousands of incredible treasures. It's the biggest lineup of rustic wood furniture at the Depot Furniture Gallery. It's the national champion of antiques, collectibles, treasures. The Depot Furniture Gallery at Prattville Pickers. A winning combination for home, lifestyle, and recreation. Don't let the game clock run out before you make the winning catch at Prattville Pickers. Highway 82 West. Shop PrattvillePickers.com and Facebook.
It's a fantastic time to buy a zero-turn mower from Prattville Outdoors. All Gravely, Toro, and Aaron's zero-turn mowers are on sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. Buy now with no money down, no interest for 48 months, and payments start at only $66 per month. Add an Echo trimmer and blower, and payments are only $74 per month. Prattville Outdoors has the parts and service department to back up every sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com or see them at 118 Highway 82 West.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
For well over 50 years, the river region has depended on Aero Pest Control, which has grown to be one of the largest and most respected pest control science leaders in the area. Pest control is a science that eliminates pests that invade and potentially damage your property. They use only the top-rated pest control products, including the Centricon termite colony elimination system. Aero Pest Control was built on customer service and satisfaction, and that's still #1 today. Call us 334-365-4610 and find out about mosquito control.
Strange night of football here at Homecoming as Jeff Davis came to fight tonight and pretty much did it all with one man.
Donald Harris.
Donald Harris was the story for Jeff Davis, but the Lions defense was able to slow him down enough in the second half to separate and finally put the Vols away 38-20 here on Homecoming night. So, Donnie, now we head to the bowl next Thursday.
Yep.
And this Lee Generals team is a lot like the Jeff Davis Vols. I mean,
right.
They haven't been very successful this year, but they got athletes, and if you give them a chance, they can burn you.
Yep, you can't. And Will, like the way we started out, just bam, bam, I thought this is going to be one of those nights. We going to get a lot of kids in. Yeah, same kind of situation that you think it's going to happen, and then bam, one play.
Yeah.
And now it's a close ball game.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it got real close, and then when it got to a 4-point game, you're going, okay, we got to figure out a way to win this thing.
Yeah, we got to figure something out because they're coming.
Because they make a stop, and then we make a stop, and then we have an unsportsmanlike, or we have a horse collar, or we have a face mask.
But when they go back and watch this film, they're going to be very disappointed in themselves because several of these drives that resulted in points were aided because on a 3rd and long that would have brought up a 4th down, we commit a personal foul and keep the drive alive for them.
We keep the drive alive.
In a dead ball situation. And that you just can't do that at this level of football.
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Yeah. Know when to walk away. And sometimes you got to run.
Sometimes you got to run back to the huddle.
Fast as you can. If you get real mad, run away quicker.
That's
because
right.
You're about to fight.
Run away faster.
More faster. Well, it's been a fun night. It's been a fun night. Time to wrap it up. Donnie, anything else to add for the good of the group?
Nah, I'm just wondering, are we gonna have a full crew next week, or has Chip Howell left us for good?
I think this might be the full crew now. Who knows?
Do you think it could be?
It might be. I mean, I don't know. Chip Howell has been AWOL I know he's partying down tonight with the class of '82.
He's a newlywed. He's a world traveler. We just got to face facts. This was going to be a tough season for Chip.
Like the last one and the one before?
Well,
just come on, Chip. We got to know something.
Yeah. He didn't even call me this week.
Really?
To tell me he wasn't going to be here? No.
Wow.
And I thought we was tight, man.
Man.
That's okay. I love you anyway,
Hey,
Chipper.
Let's do this before we do go. Who you going to give it to tonight? Because I know who my pick is going to be.
The Buffalo Rock player of the game tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
I got to go.
Oh, you're going to. I know where you're going to go.
Yeah, I'm going with Mario.
I think I would go with Mario as well. He had a great. He put up big numbers tonight, but when the offense needed a spark,
he sparked them. We were down.
They had closed to 4 points, 24-20, and we said we need that big play.
He pops out for a 29-yard run.
I'm going with Tay.
Who's Tay?
Parrish.
Zay
Parrish.
Zay. It's
No.
late. Zay.
That boy's hungry. He's thinking about them cheese sticks, isn't he?
I'm going for whoever tackled Donald Harris the most tonight.
Yeah. Well,
that would be him.
That would be Zay.
No, that would be.
Yeah.
He tackled himself more than we did.
Well, 38-20, the Lions are victorious. And we're going to wrap it up here from Stanley Jensen Stadium on a beautiful homecoming night for the Millser, for the Prattville Media Group that we cannot say enough about. Blue Tarski, for Riggins, for Cobra Kai, for Coach Dunny. I'm Will Barrett saying good night. Well, Riggins is dazed and confused.
Well,
he's got multiple names now.
He's got multiple names.
You know, the teenage puberty phase will change your face and all that stuff. He's gotten taller. He looks more like Riggins from Friday Night Lights now than he does dazed and confused. So, for all that, for all these guys, I'm Will Barrett saying good night, God bless, and go Lions.